school football game of the week, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine, the official healthcare and sports medicine provider of the York Revolution.
Henry has it, turns the corner, he's inside the 5, he's at the goal line, he's into the end zone. Andrew Henry, 7-yard touchdown run, would not be denied.
High school football plays here on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports, and bringing you the best of the York Adams team every Friday night.
Campbell to throw, fires it against Terry Cates. Cates is into the backfield at the 20, tipped up at the 15, still going, he's into the end zone.
Now let's head out to the stadium. With the call of tonight's game, here's Ron Ruman.
And good evening and welcome live from Dallastown Area High School tonight, looking straight into the sun right now. We have a good Week 2 matchup for you as the Bulldogs of West York look to rebound from that tough last-minute loss to Central last week as they visit the Wildcats of Dallastown riding high after a good opening 26-14 win over the Crusaders of Lancaster Catholic. This is Ron Ruman along with my partner Gareth Hissong. And Gareth, boy, once the sun gets down here in about 10 minutes, it is going to be a perfect night for high school football. Temperatures will probably be in the mid-70s at kickoff and into the high 60s by the second half.
Not only will it be great once the sun goes down, but the atmosphere here at Wildcat Country is always a great atmosphere, especially when the Bulldogs come to town.
Yeah, this is a great old rivalry, and it's one that both of these teams have been pretty good for the last several years. Last year's game over at West York, Dallastown won by a single point. It was the only regular season loss for West York. And, both of these teams have given each other sometimes the only loss they had during the season the last few years. So it's been a great rivalry.
Yeah, last year was very exciting with quite the frenetic pace at the end of that game. The Bulldogs were stopped on a 2-point conversion, kicked an onside kick, and once again Dallastown with that tough defense stopped them and won the game.
Yeah, and then, it's a big game tonight, especially for West York. I wanted to get off to that 0-2 start. This is the Flying Feet pregame show on the High School Football Game of the Week, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine from American Legion Field here in Dallastown. Going to take a break, come back. We'll have our coaches' interviews courtesy of Media One right after this. As I said, this is the High School Football Game of the Week, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine on GameTimePA.com.
You're running cross country. No one understands how they keep score. Your friends and family don't understand why you do it, but you understand how it makes you feel. So does Flying Feet.
Flying Feet.
Flying Feet Sports Shoes has been supplying running shoes and apparel to Central PA's best since 1975. Their staff is made up of runners and coaches who understand your pleasures and your pains. If it's running or cross-country related, Flying Feet knows about it. And with the area's best selection of running shoes, running spikes, and running apparel, there's no good reason to shop anywhere else. Worried about prices? Didn't you hear? Flying Feet is a specialty athletic store without specialty store prices. Come see their selection of the best running shoes and spikes for men, women, and children. No matter what your size, your width, or your ability level, Flying Feet has a full line of running apparel and accessories. So run, don't walk, and talk running with a staff who knows.
Flying Feet.
Flying Feet Sports Shoes, 1511 Mount Rose Avenue, York, just off exit 18 of I-83.
GameTimePA.com is your home for local high school sports. Log on for all the scores, stats, photos, and more, plus live stream coverage of the area's can't-miss matchups all season long. Stay in the game no matter where you are with the free GameTime PA app. Download it directly to your iPhone or Android and get all the Game Time features you love when you're on the go. Available at the iPhone App Store, Android Market, and, of course, GameTimePA.com.
Mornings at 9. Dan Patrick on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Welcome back to our pregame coverage. Tonight's contest, we have West York at Dallastown. Our coaches' interviews are brought to you by Media One. Joining me now is head coach of home team Dallastown Wildcats, Coach Kevin Myers. Coach, how you feeling tonight?
Doing fine. How you doing?
Wonderful, thank you. You had a good opening win on the road last week against Lancaster Catholic. What's the mood of the team coming into this week?
Last week. We watched film Monday, put it behind us. They're feeling pretty good as far as how well they played, considering how well we didn't play the week before. So I think they're starting to realize, we can come together and be a pretty solid team.
Your returning starter at quarterback, Cade Gold, carried the offense both rushing and passing last week. Are you comfortable with him being your leading rusher, or would you like to see someone else take that role?
I think we're going to have multiple kids from week to week step up. Cade didn't have that many carries. He had a couple big runs, and they were certainly not lining him up and trying to be a tailback with him. But with the option we run, there's going to be times he's going to carry. And like I said, he's a fast kid. He broke out on a nice 80-yard run. But we had some other kids that had some nice runs too. So we're not worried about it. And it's kind of a running back, for lack of a better term, carousel back there right now. We're rotating a lot of guys in and out, but we feel comfortable with whoever's back there.
West York had a tough game last week and a late loss in that game, but had a balanced attack on offense. What does your defense need to watch out for tonight?
I'm most concerned about their big play threats. They throw the ball down the field 15 times a game in the scrimmages we saw in the game against Central, and they got a heck of a receiver there, and he can call that pass in. And that's so we got to limit the big plays, and we just got to play solid defense, read our keys, and fly to the ball.
This is a rivalry game, and one Wildcats won by 1 point on the road last year. What kind of contest are you expecting tonight?
I said earlier this week, it's always a tough game. They handled us 1 or 2 games. We handled them 1 or 2 games. But over the years, it's been pretty tightly contested. And, it's a game they look towards, a game we look to. And I think it's some tradition there through the 80s and 70s, 80s where these two teams went at it. And I think that kind of got back into it here in the 2000s. And it's fun. It's fun to coach against them. It's fun to play against them. This is a game our kids look forward to. It's a good early season barometer.
Coach, I appreciate your time. Good seeing you again, and good luck tonight.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Our coach interviews are brought to you by Media One, and we'll be back for more pregame coverage after this.
Payne doesn't take Sunday off. Neither do we. We're open weekdays 8 to 8 and weekends 9 to 6. Just walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics, 2319 South George Street in York, across from the Apple Hill Health Campus. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today.
GameTimePA.com is your home for local high school sports. Log on for all the scores, stats, photos, and more, plus live stream coverage of the area's can't-miss matchups all season long. Stay in the game no matter where you are with the free GameTimePA app. Download it directly to your iPhone or Android and get all the Game Time features you love when you're on the go. Available at the iPhone App Store, Android Market, and, of course, GameTimePA.com.
Keep up to date on Penn State football throughout the season on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. I'm Ron Ruman, and I've been covering the Nittany Lions since the 70s. Tune in weekdays all season long to get the latest from Coach James Franklin and the players. Penn State updates are brought to you by your neighborhood family markets, Nels, Sobels, Wetzel's, and New Oxford, Penn State York, and financial advisor Dave Sprinkle. Stay up to date on Penn State on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK, first in York, first in sports.
Your teams all the time. York's only place for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Welcome back to the Flying Feet pregame show. Tonight's contest, West York visiting Dallastown. Our coverage interviews are brought to you by Media One. With me now is head coach of West York, Coach Jeremy Jones. Coach, how you feeling tonight?
Good. How about yourself?
Great, thank you. You had a tough last-minute loss last week. How have your players responded?
We tried to be upbeat and positive with them. We know they were down. We watched film Saturday morning with them, and we moved on at that point. We weren't going to, milk it, and we're moving on. So,
on offense, you had a pretty good balance run pass last week. Can you do that again tonight?
Well, that's our goal. I don't know if that's your goal, but we always like to be balanced. Whatever's working, that's what we're going to go with. So if it's balanced, it's balanced. If we throw for 300, or I'd prefer like to run for 300, but we'll take what we can get tonight.
Last week, penalties really hurt you guys. Did you talk to the team about that this week?
Yeah, we addressed it during practice. You have to. I mean, the penalties were on crucial downs. Fake punt. We almost get the first onside, second onside, our kicker. So we had to address the penalties, and we got after them a little bit for it. So hopefully it's a little cleaner tonight.
Dallastown has an experienced quarterback in Cade Gold, who also led a team in rushing last week. What's your defensive plan for tonight?
Try to contain them. We know they're going to run the option. The nice thing is our kids see the option every day also. with the triple option, and we don't run as much midline as they do. Excuse me. So, our kids have seen it. We're just going to try to contain them.
Coach, I appreciate your time and good luck tonight.
Thank you very much.
Our coaches' interviews are brought to you by Media One. We'll be back for more pregame coverage after this.
Hunters Hill Orthodontics is a longtime staple in the orthodontic care community. With offices in York and Dillsburg, our practice's top priority is to provide you with the highest quality orthodontic care in a friendly, comfortable environment. Call our York offices, 1910 Kenneth Road, at 767-6694 to make your appointment, or our new location, 1399 South Queen Street at 885-5468. Or in Dillsburg, call 502-1186. We've got your smile at Hunters Hill Orthodontics.
Hi, this is Tom Dasher, president of Tom Dasher Investment Services. Oh, heck, this is sounding just like another commercial.
Don't worry, Tom. I'll take it from here. This is the Tom Dasher Investment Services table in front of the WOYK 1350 studio in Brooks Robinson Plaza on July 10th before the Revs take on the Barnstormers. Talk to Tom to see what he can do for you. Everyone's greatest concern is running out of money, and Tom Dasher Investment Services can help you with your finances. So visit the Tom Dasher Investment Services table in front of the WOYK studio July 10th to see what Tom Dasher can do for you.
Brown's Orchards and Farm Market in Loganville was built on teamwork, commitment, and passion. For over 65 years, Brown's has been a delicious destination for hand-picked fruits and award-winning bakery treats. As we celebrate football season, make Brown's Catering your tailgating headquarters for barbecue, party trays, wings, steamed shrimp, giant 2-foot subs, and more. Brown's applauds every football player, coach, cheerleader, band member, and parent for your teamwork, commitment, and passion for the game. Come to Brown's in Loganville to celebrate the big win. BrownsOrchards.com.
Get ready for winter now and save big on your heating oil or propane costs. Call today to schedule your first fill, and don't forget to ask our energy advisors about the right money-saving plan or budget to fit your lifestyle. Lock in your rate and protect your price all winter. Our price-protected customers save an average of $325 per year. Visit ShipleyEnergy.com or call 855-4SHIPLEY, and don't forget to ask about our $100 rebate. Shipley Energy, energy for life.
There's only one place for local high school sports. Sports Radio 1350.
And welcome back to Dallastown. Ron Room and Garrett Hissong with you here on the Flying Feet pregame show in our high school football game of the week presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine. Time now for our look around the league, brought to you by Hunters Hill Ortho. And the color guard from the Dallastown Junior ROTC here tonight in American Legion Post 605, presenting our colors tonight. Time now for our look around the league from Hunters Hill Ortho. Some other big games going on tonight. A real big one in Quad A, Cedar Cliff at Southwestern. Both those teams got off to good wins last week, Gareth.
Yeah, last week these teams put a combined 92 points on the board. Last year in their contest against each other, 88 points. That Cedar Cliff team is big and they're fast, and Southwest is looking really good this year. So look for that scoreboard to light up, and that should be a very good contest.
It should be. Big Spring at Dover, both 1-0. The Eagles had a ton of injuries last year. They have some of those guys back. I think they're looking for some big things this year as well from the Eagles.
Yeah, they moved to a spread offense this year. See how that continues to go for them. Had a lot of penalties last year. It's early in the season. You see a lot of mistakes early. They need to limit those penalties. 120 yards in penalties last week with 12 penalties.
That'll hurt you.
So they need to limit those mistakes. And Big Spring, if they can run the ball last week, 244 yards on the ground, that could be trouble for Dover.
Central is at Cumberland Valley. The Panthers we had last week with that last-minute win over West York. Cumberland Valley, a shutout win over Spring Grove.
Cumberland Valley looked very good against that Spring Grove squad last week. And if Central's going to be successful, they have to play with more energy than they did last week. Last week they got up by 14 points, and they did not capitalize on that and keep the foot on the pedal, as they say, against West York, and allow West York to get back in that game. Fortunate to come out with a win, but they need to play with more pace this week.
Manheim Township coming in 0-1 at Red Lion, 1-0. The Lions got a good 40-20 win on the road at Hershey last week. This is their first game back in Hornfield since the death of Stonehill and Nick Mankin, so I'm sure a lot of emotions with the Lions tonight.
The Blue Streaks gave up 417 yards on the ground last week. If they do that again, they're going to be in trouble. And Red Line, going to be an emotional week. Stonehill, Nick Mankin, first home game without those two. Let's see if Red Line can pull that one out.
All right, Susquehannock at York Catholic. Both the Warriors and the Irish coming off tough losses last week. Steve Wiles, former DeLone coach, is at DeLone now. Or is at Susquehannock now.
The Warriors need more offense. They didn't have one guy that could rush over 42 yards last week, so they need to get that offense running. And the Irish, tough week last week against Northeastern. They have a lot to pick up if they want to be successful against Susquehanna.
York High's on the road at McCaskey. Both those teams 0-1. York High, a tough one against Reading last week.
Bearcats had 4 interceptions and a lost fumble. That'll cripple a team anytime you have that many turnovers. They need to limit those mistakes if they want to come on top against the Red Tornado.
York County Tech 1-0, win over Pequay Valley at Eastern. Eastern also 1-0, and I think some folks thinking that the Golden Knights may have something out there this year.
That's right. Spartans, the reason they got the win last week, they forced turnovers. And they're going to have to do that again if they're going to be successful against Eastern. Eastern has a good squad.
Suburbans at Northeastern. The Trojans 0-1, a loss to Redland. They were in that game. Good game. Northeastern with the big win against York Catholic.
Bobcats had a lot of penalties last week. Another sign of early season mistakes. They can limit those. That'll be a good game. York Suburban needs to find someone else other than my man, Colin Mailman, to throw the ball to. Thomas Merkel needs to get that ball and spread it around a little bit more than just a mailman.
All right, Delone is at Columbia. Both those teams 0-1. The Squires with their new coach, Corey Zorman. I know you like him.
I do like him, but he needs to get that defense to quit giving up big plays. 4 touchdowns last week they gave up of 65 yards or more. 3 of those were 85 yards or more. They need to shore up that defense, and if the Crimson of Columbia is going to be successful, they need to get the ball moving. They didn't cross the midfield for 3 quarters last week against Eastern.
And Hanover's at Kennerdale. The Nighthawks 1-0, a big win against James Buchanan last year as they shoot for their goal of 500 this season.
They had a pretty good win last week, decisive win over James Buchanan. It's going to be a much tougher test against the Rams this week.
And Spring Grove is at Mechanicsburg. Both those teams 0-1. Spring Grove off the tough shutout loss at home to Cumberland Valley.
Wildcats put up 33 points last week, so their offense is rolling. The Rockets had a very tough game against Cumberland Valley. I think Mechanicsburg comes out on top against Spring Grove.
All right, that is our Hunter's Hill look around the league. We're going to take a break here on the WellSpan Sports Medicine High School Football Game of the Week and our Flying Feet pregame show. We'll come back with our starting lineups, courtesy of your local State Farm agent, Trish Hauser, after this on GameTimePA.com.
If you've ever been charged with a crime, you know it can be a frightening and stressful time. You have a right to legal representation, which is crucial to assisting you through this difficult time. Criminal charges often carry consequences beyond fines, and often charges such as a DUI can have an impact on your driver's license, employment, and automobile insurance. The law offices of Griffith, Strickler, Lerman, Salamis, and Calkins can help you in these matters. We have experienced attorneys who primarily focus on these areas and are prepared to represent your interests in a diligent and vigorous manner to achieve the best possible result for you and protect your rights under the U.S. Constitution. Our experience, skills, and candid advice will guide you through this process and help you obtain the best result under the particular circumstances of a case. Call us today at 757-7602 for a free consultation, or visit us at our website at gslsc.com. Griffith, Strickler, Lerman, Salamis, and Calkins, 110 South Northern Way, York, Pennsylvania. Attorneys licensed in Pennsylvania and Maryland.
Broadway Transmission? I don't know how they do it.
We've been in business for 60 years at the same location.
I don't know how they do it.
It's our long-term nationwide warranties.
Oh, and don't forget our online appointment scheduling.
I still don't know how they do it.
They toted my van at no cost with my repair.
It's our ATRA certified technicians. Don't forget the good-looking genius in the office.
Come on, man. I know they helped me with financing. Still, with my bad credit, I don't know how they do it.
I did my research and felt comfortable that Broadway is a AAA-approved specialty repair shop. I showed my AAA card and saved some hard-earned cash.
I was happy to get a $100 rebate in the mail after the job was done.
I sure don't know how they do it, but I do know they get it done, and they get it done right.
Broadway Transmission. We'll get your shift together and back on the road fast. Check us out on the web at BroadwayTrans.com or stop in and see how it's done.
Today it seems everybody is offering a discount on car insurance, but at what price? Reduced protection and personal service. At State Farm, you can earn discounts and still get full service and dependable protection. From the world's largest car insurer, see me, Trish Hauser, 1865 Susquehanna Trail North, York, for the State Farm multiple line discount. With State Farm, you get an agent you can depend on and an insurance company you can trust. For the details on State Farm's multiple line discount, see me, Trish Hauser.
your county, your team. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in your, first in sports.
And welcome back to Dallastown. Ron Room and Gareth Hissong with you on the high school football game of the week presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine and the Flying Feet pregame show. Our starting lineups now brought to you by Trish Hauser, your local State Farm agent. And first, the visitors from the Bulldogs of West York.
The senior leader at quarterback, number 5, Tyler Folk. At fullback, hard-nosed player, number 28, Ryan Narber. Tailback, number 1, Cadence Thomas. Wide receivers, number 2, playmaker, Terry Canes. Number 10, Dante Dorm. At tight end, number 87, Dondi Odom. Tackles for West York, number 52, Alex Ramos. Number 62, Noah Sowers is out tonight. He will be replaced by number 64, Tyler Seifert. At guard, number 77, Austin Spangler. Number 55, Logan Laux. At center, number 56, Walton Shaw. And we'll be back after the national anthem to get the Dallastown starting offense.
True Value Plus in Shrewsbury and Loganville knows the value of setting the mood. Of course, we're talking about paint color. Feeling distinguished? Tans, blush, and earth tones make the mood. Or maybe a bit dramatic. Plums and indigo will make a statement. Hey, energetic? Try some oranges, yellows, and reds. Chill out. Radiate some peacefulness, dude. Light blues and soft greens will do the trick. No matter what mood you're trying to create, True Value can help with our color gallery and swatches to help you find just the right combinations. Ready to play? Okay, try bright pink, neon green, or turquoise. Or do you just need to feel refreshed after a long day? Mid-greens and blues are the colors I choose. Not sure what type of paint to use? That's okay. Our paint professionals will be glad to help you pick just the right one. Behind every project is a True Value Plus in Shrewsbury and Loganville.
When you need a haircut, where do you go? If you need a hair replacement, who's the expert? When barbers need a haircut, where do they go? The answer is Iaconos, of course, the most interesting barbers in York. Don't normally get a shave? Go to Iaconos, they'll take care of you. Need a facial? That's right, Iaconos is the place to get it done. Iaconos, the most interesting barbers in York. They do it all. For an appointment, call 854-8258. That's 854-8258. If you're a high school junior or senior or adult interested in attending Penn State, don't miss the Penn State York Open House, October 24th, 9 to 2 at the Pullo Center. Learn about the admissions process, financial aid options, meet faculty and students, and tour the campus. Explore our 10 four-year degree programs offered at York, including new BS in Biology and BA and BS in Psychology, and learn about Penn State's 2+2 program. Start at York and finish your degree at another Penn State campus. Call 771-4040 or register online at york.psu.edu/open house.
Live local sports is on Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
And our national anthem always takes on a little extra special meaning on September the 11th as we remember the events of 14 years ago today. Finishing now our starting lineups courtesy of Trish Hauser, your local State Farm agent, the Wildcats of Dallastown.
Quarterback, senior, number 18, Cade Gold. At running back, number 23, Dylan Callahan. At running back, number 22, Zion Devance. Wide receivers, number 1, Jake Jensen. Number 11, Juan McMillan. Number 4, Drake Fleet. At tackle, number 52, Bryce Register. Number 78, Garrett Kerr. 6'2", 290 bills coming in with Garrett Kerr. At guard, number 53, Jordan Burns. Number 60, Sean Deneen. At center, number 55, William Riley.
All right, those starting lineups courtesy of Trish Hauser, your local State Farm agent. And we also understand that Ben Fareed, number 59, may see some action tonight for Dallastown, one of our interns from basketball season last year. And we're going to take a final break. We'll come back. We'll have our weather and field conditions courtesy of Iacono Hair Design, our keys to the game from Unique Physique, and the Fast Sign opening kickoff, Week 2, West York and Dallastown, on the high school football game of the week presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine on GameTimePA.com.
Get into the ball game with great savings and great weekly specials at all your favorite neighborhood family markets. Use your gold card every time you shop, and you'll automatically receive your savings and rewards. And you'll get incredible incredible deals on the new Best Yet brand products at Nell's, Saubles, Wetzel's, Chris's New Oxford, and Stauffer's Downingtown markets. So get into the game with some great savings at all your favorite neighborhood family markets. Always a hit and always a great catch.
Every day, Fast Signs helps businesses like yours with their visual communications. We ask the right questions, recommend smart solutions, and help you build your business. Our knowledgeable consultants uncover your communication challenges and provide visible solutions. At Fast Signs, we're innovators, planners, and designers. We're more than fast, more than signs, and we're more than ready to help. Contact Fast Signs today.
Visit our store next to Sam's Club in East York or visit us online at fastsigns.com.
What do John Yachty, Jacob Yachty, Austin Tillotz, and Kelly Ryan and Morgan Klunk have in common? Besides being basketball players, 2,000-point scorers, all-state athletes, or state champions, they all trained with John Kirchner at Unique Physique. John guarantees that he will increase your vertical jump, increase your strength, quickness, and get you ready for the upcoming season. Coaches, get your team ready with plyometrics, and John will even come to your gym to get your team ready. Players and coaches, call John Kirchner at Unique Physique at 755-2639 for details.
Join me, Steve Zabin, mornings at 6 on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
And welcome back to American Legion Stadium here in Dallastown, the Wildcat Field, as the Wildcats get ready to host the Bulldogs of West York in the high school football game of the week, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine, on a beautiful night for high school football as the sun has finally, mercifully, dipped below the trees, and I can actually see the field now. And you, Gareth, that's the real plus. And it's 79 degrees under sunny skies, and it's a turf field, so the weather and field conditions could not be better for week 2 of high school football, and those weather and field conditions courtesy of Iacon O'Hare Design. Time now for our keys to the game and our injury report from Unique Physique. Well, we know Noah Sowers is out with the MCL. Hopefully, the Bulldogs will have him back for next week's game, so we certainly wish the senior captain the best there. I think that's all we have in terms of an injury report, and sometimes we don't get them all, but that's what we have at the moment. Our keys to the game, Gareth, let's start first of all with the Bulldogs of West York.
West York comes in this week defensively. They're going to face a big midline attack, the option midline attack from the Dallastown offense. And what that's going to do is force them to be a little bit more on their heels and read their keys a little more. We're used to seeing that West York defense dial up a lot of pressures, a lot of blitzes. This week they're going to be forced to play a little bit more on their heels and read their keys. And for them to be successful in defense, they need to still play with a downhill mentality, even though they're reading their keys.
All right, and what about offensively for the Bulldogs?
Offensively, they got to ride the shoulders of their quarterback,
Tyler Folk. This guy last week, we saw that he can run. He's very resourceful when he hits the ground, and through the air, he can throw that deep ball, puts a lot of air underneath it, lets his receivers run underneath it, but he puts it in the right places, and we saw a lot of big plays through the air last week. And Tyler, 12 of 24 through the air for 183 yards, also ran it 17 times for 53 yards. How about the Wildcats of Dallastown, their keys tonight?
Well, defensively, stop Tyler Folk in those big plays. Terry Canes, wide receiver for the Bulldogs, 6'2", 180-pound senior. He's got a lot of big play potential, and if Tyler Folk finds him downfield for those big plays, Dallastown is going to be in trouble.
All right, and defensively offensively for the Wildcats?
It's that veer attack. I'm sure they'll get things going on the ground. They have to stay consistent and look for Kevin Myers to mix it up. They'll get that attack going, get you looking for that run. They'll lull you to sleep with the run, that veer attack, and then they'll go to the air. And they have some impressive, complex throws you don't normally see from that kind of offense. And look for them to mix that up tonight.
All right, and those keys to the game brought to you by Unique Physique as we get ready for the Fast Signs opening kickoff. Dallastown last week, 216 yards on the ground, 123 through the air, and a 26-14 win. And West York, 205 on the ground, 183 through the air, and that 31-28 loss to the Panthers of Central York. So the pregame festivities just about done. The Dallastown Wildcats have finished their stretching. They're back on their sideline here, and West York getting ready to take the field, but I don't think we're quite ready to do that yet, and we didn't have the coin toss unless they did that when I wasn't looking, but we'll see. When you, Gareth, you come in off a loss like West York had last week. You new coach, you played really well at home, big crowd, enthusiastic crowd. You take the lead with like 4 minutes left, and it's 4th and 6. Central gets that big 58-yard pass down the middle to set them up, score 2 plays later. How important is this game for them to come back and play well and try and get a win? Unfortunately, they're playing a really good team again tonight.
It's big to help them get a boost for the rest of the season, but as far as this week went, they thought about that loss Friday night, and then they got over it, and they started focusing on Dallastown because they knew they had to put it behind them. If they were going to come out and be successful here in Wildcat Country, they had to put 100% focus this week into this game, especially being a rivalry game like it is. It's one of those games you throw the records out the window. It's a little bit awkward to say that this early in the season, but you do. You throw the record out the window, you come down, you're playing for bragging rights, and you're playing for pride. So these guys were focused this week. And as far as getting a win tonight, it'll be a big boost for the rest of the season and help give them more confidence after that tough loss last week.
It was a tough loss. Dallastown is going to be receiving. I think West York may have won the toss and declined. And so Dallastown will receive the opening kickoff here tonight. Dallastown in their home uniforms, the dark blue jerseys, the white numbers, and the gray pants and helmets. West York in the white uniforms, blue numbers, white helmets with the blue stripe.
It'll be interesting to see which team can start faster. Both teams had a tough time. Dallastown had a slow start last week against Lancaster Catholic, and we saw West York at the beginning of both halves. It took them a quarter to get warmed up and really start making some big plays. Let's see what they did throughout the week, how much these coaches got them coached up and ready to come out and get to a faster start.
Jake Jensen and Edgar Centeno are deep for Dallastown, and Darian McCauley to boot it for West York on our Fast Signs opening kickoff. Get us rolling in our Dasher Financial first quarter, and our timeouts tonight are all courtesy of your neighborhood family markets. So we are ready to roll here from Dallastown. Glad you are with us on a beautiful night for high school football as we get ready for the opening boot. And McCauley approaches it, puts the foot to it, and it's a line drive. Hits it about the 10, picked up by Jensen at the 3. Comes straight up the field, looking for a hole. Gets a little bit of a hole, breaks through the first wave, is still on his feet across the 40 and out to the 44-yard line before they finally bring him down. Dante Dorm on the stop there for West York along with Nick Spadafora. And Dallastown is going to start in good field position at its own 45-yard line. Good return by Jensen.
Great return by Jensen. Had a little bit of a seam up there, took advantage of it, and kept moving those legs, dragging some of those Bulldog would-be tacklers, and they got a great field position at the 45-yard line.
And Cade Gold will come out with 5 receivers in an empty backfield as he works out of the shotgun. 4 to the near side now, and 1 to the top of the formation. That's Jensen. Gold, the left-hander, quickly out on a little flanker screen. They get it out here to Garcia, and he's rolled out of bounds across the 50-yard line. Kyle Narber on the stop. It's a gain of 6, and it'll be second down and 4 for the Wildcats.
You'd like to see those short passes, quarterback getting his rhythm, get comfortable, start getting set. Cade Gold did a lot for this offense last week. Rushing-wise, 11 attempts, 120 yards. Passing, 10 completions on 21 attempts for 123 yards.
All right, second down and about 4 for Dallastown at the West York 49, just underway out of the same play to the other side. Overshot his man that time, threw it a little bit high as he was firing it out there for Kyle Klein, and it was over Klein's head, so it's going to be incomplete. It's going to be third down and 4 now for Dallastown at the Bulldog 49-yard line.
Klein looking back at Gold with his arms out. Looks like they're on different pages. I'm sure Gold is the one that was in the right on that one, being the senior leader at quarterback.
Jensen to the top of the formation now, and to the near side, Owen Davis. And Marks in the backfield, gets the handoff, trying to run wide. He's at the 50. The 45 has the first down as Jack Marks carries it. The stop by Mike Messersmith, but it's a gain of 5 down to the 44 and a first down for the Wildcats.
And I'm sure I'll be able to point out a lot of this, but with that veer attack and forcing that defense to read and put them on their heels and have to read the offense more, that's the kind of plays you'll see where a running back has more time to get out and run east and west because those middle linebackers are stepping forward, trying to read their keys, and don't have as quick a reaction time to get out and contain these running backs.
4 wide receivers now, 2 to the near side, 2 to the top of the formation. Gold out of the gun, and he's going to throw. Pumps once, fires it out, has his man out on the flank at the 40-yard line. He is hit and wrapped up right there, and that was Connor Moore on the catch. Gain of about 4 down to the 44, and it'll be second down and 6 from there.
You see Kevin Myers. It's tough to know what he's going to come out and do from game to game. Sometimes he'll come out and run the ball. Sometimes he'll come out and throw. Sometimes he'll mix it up and just see how the defense will react. You see him coming out here throwing a lot. He likes to mix it up, and I like that out of him. Keeps his games interesting.
And Ben Faree is indeed in there at left tackle, and Kyle Garrett, the big guy's at the left guard spot. Second down and 6 now out of the gun. They're going to run the option. Gold keeps it. He's hit in the backfield and dropped right at the line. And there is your good friend, Mike Messersmith. You called his name a lot last week, and you like his play at linebacker, and he stopped Gold for no gain. In fact, lost a yard on that, and it's going to be third down and about 5.
Messersmith, last week we saw him disrupting everything in the backfield against the Panthers. He had a big game on both sides of the ball last week. He had a couple key catches as well on offense.
So third down and 5 for the Wildcats at the West York 41, opening drive of the game, 9:25 left in the Dasher Financial first quarter, no score. Gold will have Dylan Callahan in the backfield with him and 3 wide receivers, 2 to the near side, 1 to the top. And they fake it to the halfback, fired across the middle. Open is Jensen at the 30. Jensen inside the 25, and finally ridden down by Tyler Stauffer at the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 18 and a first down as Gold hit Jensen in stride, and they'll move the chains to the 23-yard line in a first and 10.
Again, you saw that. I said veer attack last time, but it's that read option where you get that fake to the running back, forces the linebackers to step up. You see it open up the middle of that field. Nice pass right there. Another good conversion on third down.
Vance and Callahan, the backs now behind Gold on first and 10, and the option, it's on the ground, pitched behind Zion. DeVance picks it up in the backfield and is going to go down way back at about the 41 or 42-yard line. Anthony Cayley and Don Diotum, the first 2 guys back through. They're going to drop him at the 40. It's going to be a loss of 17. When that pitch hits the ground, that's bad news, and that was the case there.
Big break for this Bulldog defense. And Ron, do you know any plays to get a first down on a 2nd and 27 besides the Hail Mary?
I'll get back to you on that.
Maybe we'll see a toss pass here.
Yeah, maybe. As Connor Moore checks in, and he will send Avery Tarrasso to the sideline for Dallastown as the Wildcats run a bunch of guys in and out here. So second down and almost about 27. And Gold play fake on a throw, gets it off, has his man Connor Moore out in the flat, and he has good yardage inside the 30. Justin Wetzel wrestles him down at the 26-yard line, so they get 14 of it back, and it's going to be third down and about 11 for the Wildcats.
Third down, 11, 12 to go here. That's a great job getting a big chunk of yards back on 2nd and 27. Got to think this is 2-down territory unless they have a really good kicker as they sit here on the 26-yard line going into their end zone.
Yeah, third and about long 12 from here. Got to get inside the 12-yard line for the first down. And out of the shotgun goes Gold, rolling to his left. He is left-handed. He's got a flood of 4 receivers out here, and he's got big Juwan McMillan at the 14. He's hit by Messersmith immediately, and they're marking it right around the 13. That is going to be close, but it looks from the spot as though he may be a little short of that first down. McMillan's first catch tonight. He had 3 for 67 yards last week, and it is a first down. So he got it. So he got the yardage he needed.
I like the play call there. That flood pass. Get the quarterback rolling out. Cade Gold, no pressure in his face. He actually had Jake Jensen wide open heading into the end zone, but decided to dump it down and just get the first down.
So first and 10 at the 13-yard line in the Weckers Carpet red zone now. The Dallastown Wildcats on the opening drive here, and it's been a good one for them so far. And Owen Davis checks in at a wide receiver. Jensen to the top of the formation. Owens to the near side. The tight end is to the near side as well. Single back is Marks. Marks has the foot. No, it's a good fake by Gold around the outside, but well defensed by West York that time as he's run out by Ajan Marshall. And they're going to mark this around the 10. And it is at the 10, so it's a gain of 3 for Cade Gold. It'll be second down and 7 from there at the West York 10 in the Weckers Carpet red zone.
The whole point of that veer midline option attack is you've got so many different options on offense. You got to prepare for it, and right there you saw Cade Gold with the fake, he kept it to himself, and play took a long time to develop. Good job by West York stopping that on defense.
Out of the gun, Gold, and he gives it to Marks. Marks is hit in the backfield and is going to go down. Mason Barrick coming through from his defensive tackle spot. Some help from Danny Myers that time, and it's going to be a loss of 2, and it'll be 3rd down and about 8 from there.
Great play by Mason Barrick right there. He's that read guy, that first down guy on that midline attack, and you got to make plays to help your defense be successful when you're the guy that they're trying to read, and make that determination what they'll do on offense off of that first down lineman.
All right, so, and a flag flies as the ball is snapped on 3rd down. Dallastown is clapping, so we must assume it's against West York.
And that was Dondi Odom, the perpetrator of the infraction.
So offside against the Bulldogs, and that's not going to be enough for a first down, but it's going to move them pretty darn close, and it moves it down to the 7-yard line. They've got to get to between the 3 and 4, so it's going to be 3rd down along 3 from here for the Wildcats. 6:14 left in the Dasher Financial first opening drive for Dallastown. It's a good one for the Wildcats. Jake Garrity.
Play of this drive so far.
Wow.
Very good drive.
Jake Garrity, Jack Marks in the backfield. In motion away from us goes Jensen. Gold takes the snap, fakes the handoff, fires it for Jensen, and it was a low throw. Jensen at the 5. Narber was there. I don't know that he'd have gotten in, but the throw was low, so it is incomplete, and that's going to set up a 4th down for the Wildcats now. 4th and a long 3 at the Bulldogs 7, and it looks like the Wildcats are going to go for it.
Certainly had the open receiver there. Would have been a good completion. Kate Gold, some pressure in his face, missed his target, throwing low.
Gold is 5 of 7 on this opening drive, so they've come out throwing tonight. Connor Moore, Jake Jensen to the top of the formation. Tight end to the near side is Ben Ward, and Gold rolling to his right now under pressure. Messersmith is back there, and Messersmith has him for the sack. All the way back at the 19-yard line, Mike Messersmith comes through, records the sack, and on downs, West York will take over. So Garrett, the Bulldog defense dug down deep and made the stop.
My man Messersmith, we saw that last week. Again, these Bulldogs, this defense dials up the pressure, brings the blitz, and forces a turnover on downs after an impressive drive from Dallastown.
Yeah, it was. So on downs, the Bulldogs take over 1st and 10 at their own 16, 6:06 left, and a still scoreless Dasher Financial first quarter. Tyler Folk, well, now they're going to go with, no, it is Folk. Cadence Thomas is in the backfield with him now, and 4 wide receivers. Folk rolling to his left, and he fires it out, almost picked off by Marks. He was going for Terry Canes out there on a little square out, and Marks read it, jumped the route, and almost had a pick 6. It's incomplete, 2nd and 10.
Well, I'd like to see Mark's eyes light up on that one. He had a great break on the ball and just out of his hands, hit his hands in and out.
So 2nd down and 10 now. The Bulldogs at their own 16. Again, Folk out of the shotgun, same formation. 1 wide receiver near, 3 top. He rolls to the left again, and he's going to pull it down and run now, and is out to the 20 and not much further. William Riley on the stop, and then a bunch of blue shirts there. So gain of about 5, almost to the 21 for Tyler Folk, and it's going to be 3rd down and about 5 from there for the Bulldogs.
Big reason why I like watching both these ball clubs. You see team defense. Right there you saw nothing but blue shirts swarming to the ball, attacking the ball carrier. You'll see that all night for both these defenses.
3rd and 5, Folk again out of the gun, 3 wides to the near side. Now they run the option, pitches it to Cadence Thomas. He's at the 25. He's hit there again by Riley and Marks, and it is going to be close.
They might have to measure this one. I think they got it.
I think they did
look
too.
At the spot.
Yeah, it's on the 26. Ball's halfway across the 26, and it is a 1st down. So the option play run by West York. Thomas gets just enough to move the sticks. The Bulldogs get their first down here.
So far on offense, West York giving Dallastown a taste of their own medicine.
Folk out of the gun, takes the snap, play fake, fires it out to Romel Baldwin. Baldwin gets a block to 25, cuts to the outside, gets another block, 30, 40-yard line. Baldwin down the far sideline across midfield, and Steven Dunzik finally corrals him out of bounds, but just a quick toss out to Romel Baldwin, the jitterbug little senior, and he goes from the 26 to the Dallastown 46. That is a 28-yard gain and a 1st down.
Love to see receivers out there helping their guys out, getting some extra blocks.
So 1st down for West York as they go with a quick offense here. And Tyler Folk on the keeper gets a yard to the 45. It'll be 2nd and 9 from there. Connor Green on the stop for Dallastown.
We saw that a couple times last week during the West York game. They like to get that, once they start getting that momentum, they'll go into that fast-paced offense and really try to put their foot down on the defense. But well-coached defense here at Dallastown, they'll be ready.
2nd and 9 at the Wildcat 45. Bulldogs opening drive. Still scoreless. Dasher Financial first quarter. Folk off a play fake, looking to throw. Nowhere to go, and he is going to be sacked as Connor Green came through, and he was joined by Robert Paulus and Stephen Dunzik, and he'll go down at the 50-yard line, or they're going to mark it at the 48, so it's a loss of 3, and from there it's going to be 3rd down and 12.
Impressive job by this defense from Dallastown. The Wildcats bring 6. They bring their own pressures. They like to be aggressive on defense as well, and they collapse that pocket. Great job by this defense.
So on 3rd and long, 3rd and 12, Folk out of the gun will throw. Fires it on a little in pattern, has his man Dante Dorm. He is tackled high by Owen Davis, and he's going to stop him at the 37. He's going to be a yard short of the 1st down, so 4th and short, and we'll see what the Bulldogs do.
Now watch out, Dorm. Domus looks like he's going to take his head off.
Yeah, really.
Aggressive tackle right there. You like to see plays like that, a big rivalry game like this. It's going to get chippy out there.
4th and 1, and West York's going to go for it at the Wildcat 37. No score, 3:25 on a turning clock in the Dasher Financial first quarter. West York and Dallastown. Ron Room and Gareth Hissong with you on Game Time PA. Glad you're with us tonight. Excuse me. Folk under center, in the backs of the eye behind him. A wide receiver each way. Under 5 on the play clock now. Tyler's going to have to take this snap, and he doesn't, and they're going to have a delay of game. So I don't know if they were just trying to pull him off or what, but the delay of game will move him back 5, and that will probably lead to a Finks Garage punt as Joe King trots on the field. So maybe West York just trying to draw him off sides. That didn't happen, and they'll kick it and try and pin Dallastown deep.
Multitasking in here, Ron, killing these yellow jackets.
Yeah.
You got your back.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
So got to wonder if they're going to come with that hard count on 4th and short. And here they are back lining up.
The punter is...
And a timeout by Dallastown. So Dallastown takes its first time out of the first half. Our timeout brought to you by your neighborhood family markets. 3:05 left in the Dasher Financial Force. First, no score, Dallastown West York on the high school football game of the week, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine.
Finks Garage, we're a little bit different. Our philosophy is just a little old-fashioned. See, we believe that our jobs are dependent upon taking care of people and their car problems. It's not all about cars and numbers. How may we serve you? Please allow us the opportunity to repair your vehicle. Finks Garage, a Napa Auto Care Center, 717-854-5175. Remember, being broken down stinks. Let us repair your car at Finks.
Hi, this is Dan Patrick. Join me weekday mornings at 9 on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
All right, Dan, we'll do that. Right now, 3:05 left in the Dasher Financial first quarter. West York and Dallastown on the WellSpan Sports Medicine High School Football Game of the Week. And our first Finks Garage punt coming your way, courtesy of Joe King in a moment here. Ball is at the Dallastown 42.
We saw a successful fake on the punt last week with West York. I'm sure Kevin Myers called a timeout to remind his defense, watch out for that fake.
Jake Jensen is deep, and they are going to fake it. King looking to run, and he is not going to make it. He is hit at the 45, spins to the 43, but well defensed by Dallastown. They were ready. Juwan McMillan on the stop, along with Zion DeVance, and so King ends up losing a yard, and it's going to be first down for the Wildcats at their own 43.
Juwan McMillan fires up the center of that offensive front, gets in the face of the running back, the ball carrier. That penetration will stop any fake you try to run on a punt. And here we go, Dallastown with another great starting field position here at the 43-yard line.
So the West York defense gave a lot of ground last time, but stopped them inside the 10-yard line on downs. So see what the Bulldog defense can do against the Wildcat offense. And Cade Gold with an empty backfield. 4 wide receivers to the far side as they go right to left. He fires it to the one guy on the near side. Jensen has it at the 47, and he's hit by Alan Stauffer, and Stauffer able to drag him down there at the 49-yard line, a gain of about 5.5, and it's going to be second down from there.
Jensen does a great job running these underneath routes. He really sells it. You can't tell he's going to make his break and come back to the ball. He lowers those hips, a quick 1-2 step, and he's back, coming back to the ball. Great hands, secures the catch. And here we go, a 2nd and 4 for the Wildcats.
Ball just shy of their own 49-yard line. Gold again out of the gun. 4 wides up top, 1 to the near side. Gold, the lefty, under pressure. He's hit by Narber. Kyle Narber came through untouched from his middle linebacker spot and drops him at the 42-yard line. Second sack for the Bulldogs tonight. Loss of almost 7, and it's going to be third down and about 11 for Dallastown.
Narber, one of those firing pistons on defense for the Bulldogs, comes right up the middle on another one of these pressures you see from the Bulldogs. Great call by the defensive coordinator. Sets up a 3rd and 11 for the Wildcats.
All right, so 3rd and 11 with 1:51 left in a still scoreless first quarter. A lot of yards, but no points so far. As the center, Jordan Burns, comes out over the football. He's a 6'2", 230-pound senior. And he'll snap it to Gold in the shotgun. They have Jake Garrity in the backfield and 3 wide receivers now. Flake to Garrity. The pressure comes, and this time Alan Stauffer gets him nowhere to run. Kaylee was there, Logan Laux was there, and Gold is going to be dropped back at the 30-yard line. That's a loss of 12, and it's going to be 4th and long and a Fink's Garage punt for the Dallastown Wildcats. So, Gareth, as you said, the Bulldog defense is going to have to not be so aggressive tonight.
Yeah, that's right. They're supposed to be reading their keys. They're supposed to be on their heels. Wildcats try to get the screen set up, but the Bulldogs firing up field, getting into pressure.
They are. I'll tell you, they are coming. Jake Garrity's punt hits it. It's high, fairly short. Baldwin was deep. It's going to hit, and it takes a Dallastown bounce. Hit it about the 37. Wow, does it take a Wildcat bounce inside the 20, well, right about the 20-yard line. So that took almost a 20-yard bounce. And West York will have it 1st and 10 at their own 20 with 47 seconds left here in the first quarter.
Great punt right there by Garrity. I was just thinking that's a very successful series for the defense, for the Bulldogs, to play that kind of aggressive defense. They're going to be winning the field position battle, but with a punt like that from Jake Garrity, great job pinning them deep in their zone at the 19-yard line. Wildcats see what they can do on defense.
And Ramel Baldwin stayed away from it. It was kind of his left, and he thought, well, it's going to hit just around the 40, and then it bounced for almost 20 yards. So Folk, as the Bulldogs need somebody to run on quickly, and Dondi Odom comes on there at the last minute to play tight end. Folk under center, backs in the eye. Give it to the deep back Thomas, looking for the hole. Flag flies. He gets to the outside. Thomas across the 40 into Wildcat territory, but I think this one's coming back. The ball came out. Now they throw it as a fumble. Boy, it looked like he was down, but they threw the beanbag, and Owen Davis is on it at about the 30-yard line. That's going to be a hold against West York. And then there was a long run, and I thought that Cadence Thomas was down, and in fact he was, I think. They're going to bring this one back. I thought he was down when that ball came out. So a great run by Thomas around the left side, went up the middle, bounced it outside, turned on the speed, and was finally caught. The ball came out after he hit the ground, but it's going to be wiped out. The hold was at the 19. It's a 10-yard spot foul, so that's going to set the Bulldogs back to the 9, and it'll be 1st and 21 from there.
This was a story last week for West York. They left a lot of plays on the field, and they made a lot of mistakes shooting themselves in the foot. And here we already have 3 penalties against the Bulldogs. That's what happened last week.
Yep.
They would have a first down, have a big play, brought back by a penalty.
Yep. 33 seconds left in the first quarter. And Folk takes the snap under center, gives it to Thomas again, straight up the middle, breaks a couple of tackles out to the 25-yard line. And he's covered out there by Max Tyrell. Gain of about 6, and it's going to be 2nd down and about 15 from there. 13 seconds left in the quarter. Folk again under center, backs in the eye, and they give it to Thomas again. And Thomas is hit at the line of scrimmage and goes nowhere. May have lost. Well, they're still marking it right around the 20. And so no gain. William Riley on the stop. And that's the end of the Dasher Financial first quarter. We have played one. It's going to be 3rd and long for the West York Bulldogs when we come back. West York nothing, Dallastown nothing. This time out courtesy of your neighborhood family markets on the high school football game of the week presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine.
Get into the ball game with great savings and great weekly specials at all your favorite neighborhood family markets. Use your gold card every time you shop, and you'll automatically receive your savings and rewards. And you'll get incredible deals on the new Best Yet brand products at Nels, Sauble, Wetzel's, Chris's New Oxford, and Stauffer's Downingtown markets. So get into the game with some great savings at all your favorite neighborhood family markets. Always a hit and always a great catch.
Join me, Steve Zabin, mornings at 6 on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Yorktown Roofing and Siding, locally owned and operated since 1992. The premier building materials distributor in Central PA. Distributors of roofing and siding, windows and doors, decking and railing, seamless gutter and gutter guard, and cabinets and vanities. Both wholesale and retail. Located at 261 Northeast Street in York. Online at YorktownRoofingandSiding.com or call 845-9447 or toll free at 1-800-457-3943.
All right, starting the second quarter now, brought to you by Broadway Transmission on 3rd and long. They fire it down the near sideline for Canes, and Canes runs on there at the 40, cut across midfield, into Dallastown territory inside the 30, and he is finally brought down from behind by Owen Davis, along with Edgar Centano to stop him there, but a great throw by Tyler Folk hit him on the numbers, and that's going to be from the Bulldog 20 down to the Dallastown 20. It's a 60-yard gain. Wow.
Impressive play, a big-time splash play from this West York offense, and that's exactly what Kevin Myers wanted to stop.
Yep. On first down now, Folk keeps it up the middle he goes, and down to the 15-yard line. Bryce Register on the stop, make it the 16, a gain of 4, and it will be 2nd down and 6 from there for the West York Bulldogs.
You saw in that big play how Tyler Falk puts the air underneath it and just lets that big play wide receiver Terry Canes run underneath it for those big splash plays.
And a quick snap, and there's a flag flying as they give it to Thomas, who's going to be dragged down by Steve Dunzik right around the line of scrimmage. But that was a quick snap and illegal procedure against West York as they weren't set. So again, another penalty hurting the Bulldogs here as they had the momentum. It was 2nd and 6. Now it's going to be 2nd and 11 at the 21.
Right, and I always try to mention how penalties are drive killers.
Yeah.
Get one penalty, it's tough to overcome that adversity. We saw last week West York was able to ultimately overcome that adversity.
Almost.
As far as getting back on top and getting strikes back against Central. Weren't able to pull out the win. And it's going to kill them tonight if they continue this effort of these infractions.
2nd and 11 at the Wildcat 21. Folk rolling right, tucks and runs inside the 20 and down to about the 17 before he is hit by a bunch of blue shirts. Jake Garrity was there to make the hit along with Jack Lair, and they're going to mark it at the 16, so it's a gain of 5. It's going to be 3rd down and about 7. They're inside the Weckers Carpet Red Zone now.
This is a place, if I was the offensive coordinator, if I'm not running the ball with Cadence Thomas, I'm looking at Mike Messersmith. He's a big, strong, physical football player. Put him in a slot and throw the ball to him.
Folk puts Messersmith in motion, takes the snap. Is going to keep it off a play fake at the 15, and not much there. Got the 15 and then maybe the 14. They give him the 14, a gain of 2, so it's going to be 4th down and 4 from there, and we will see what West York does here now on 4th down and 4 at the Wildcat 14 in the Weckers Carpet Red Zone.
Instead of throwing the ball to him, they decide to use him as a lead blocker. Folk runs behind Messersmith, and Folk, not a bad option. 17 carries, 53 yards last week.
And the play clock is running, so I think West York's going to let it run down and take a timeout here because they've got 3 or 4 of their guys over there talking to Jeremy Jones. So I think they're going to run it down here and take a timeout. And that is, in fact, what they do with 9:43 left in the Broadway Trans second quarter. West York with a 4th and 4 at the Wildcat 14. It's timeout courtesy of your neighborhood family markets on the high school football game of the week presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine.
Get into the ball game with great savings and great weekly specials at all your favorite neighborhood family markets. Use your gold card every time you shop and you'll automatically receive your savings and rewards. And you'll get incredible deals on the new Best Yet brand products at Nell's, Sauble, Wetzel's, Chris's New Oxford, and Stauffer's Downingtown markets. So get into the game with some great savings at all your favorite neighborhood family markets. Always a hit and always a great catch.
Hi, this is Kevin Myers, head coach of the Dallastown Wildcats. You're listening to the high school game of the week presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
9:43 left in the Broadway Trans second. No score. West York 4th and 4 at the Dallastown 14. Tyler Folk under center. Backs in the eye behind him. Dorm wide to the near side. Folk Play fake, gonna throw, rolls, looking for Canes, fires it, and it's knocked away by Jake Jensen at the 5. Got the left hand out there and poked it away. Good defense by Jensen. And so on downs, the Bulldogs will turn it over at the Wildcat 14-yard line.
Dangerous throw by Folk. Never want to be rolling out to the right and have to throw back across your body against the grain of the defense, in the middle of the defense. You see great play right there by Jensen, breaking it up, forcing a turnover on downs. Both these teams bend but don't break defense. Might be the story of the night. Aggressive squads on defense, fun to watch.
Yeah, it is. It's been a good game. No score, but it has been a fun game. The team's been moving up and down the field. Good plays on offense, good plays on defense. The two quality squads, I think. So 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And Gold out of the gun. And hands it off straight up the middle to Callahan. Callahan is through the defense at the 30, the 35, the 40. Midfield, Messersmith can't get him. He's still running, and he's dragged down from behind by Jack Sterner. Jack Sterner, who was in there at defensive end and able to track down Dylan Callahan at the 25-yard line of West York. So that is a 36 and 25. That is a 61-yard run for Dylan Callahan and a first down for the Wildcats at the Bulldog 25.
Callahan with the breakaway speed. Last week, 6 carries for 33 yards. We heard Kevin Myers wanted to mix it up between Callahan, DeVance, and Gold. And there you see almost a touchdown.
Yeah.
Saving tackle right there. Great job by Dylan Callahan.
All right, and we have a whistle and a timeout taken by Dallastown here with 9:05 left here in the first half. And they have a first down at the West York 25-yard line, so they want to make sure they get the right play. They had a couple guys wide to the near side as they go left to right here in the second quarter. So while they do that, let's get a Browns Orchard and Farm Market scoreboard update here in the second quarter. Eastern up on York Tech 13-0. Spring Grove Mechanicsburg scoreless in the second quarter. Northeastern leading Suburban 6-0 in the second. Susky and York Catholic tied at 7 in the first. Delone up on Columbia 7-0 first. Hanover 7. Kennedale 0 in the first. Fairfield 7. James Buchanan zip in the first. New Oxford up on Gettysburg 7-0 in the first. Northern and Middletown, no score in the second quarter. And now we have an update. Susquehannock leading York Catholic 10-7 in the second. And let's see if we can get one or two more in here. Cedar Cliff leading Southwestern 14-0 in the first. That's a bit of a surprise. Delone 13, Columbia 0 in the first. Dover 14, Big Spring 7 in the first. Cumberland Valley up on Central 14-0 in the first. And McCaskey leading York High 14-7 in the first. That scoreboard update courtesy of Browns, Orchards, and Farm Markets. 1st and 10, Dallastown at the 25. And a keeper, they give it off to Edgar Centeno around the right side. He's down to the 20, and he is popped by Mike Messersmith after a gain of 5, and it's going to be 2nd down and 5 from there.
You see defensive end Danny Myers crashing, falling for the fake, tries to tackle Cade Gold. See how well this veer attack, that midline option, is run so seamlessly by this offense. Couldn't even tell Edgar Centeno comes out with the ball. Good job on the perimeter, stopping him for only 5 yards.
Right at the Weckers Carpet red zone now, right at the 20. 2nd down and 5 for the Wildcats. Gold gives it straight up the middle to Callahan. Callahan backing his way down to the 17 before he is stopped there by Mason Bursick, and Messersmith. At the 17, it's a gain of 3, and it'll be 3rd down and 2 from there for the Wildcats.
Nice footwork by the tackle, number 78, Garrett Kerr. I mentioned when I came out with the starting lineups, this guy is 6'2", 290 pounds. I would love to follow him up the middle.
Yeah, no kidding. 3rd and 2, Dallastown at the West York 17-yard line now. Connor Moore to the top of the formation, and to the near side, Zion DeVance. And Gold is going to give it off around the side, and they give it to Edgar Centeno. Dives inside the 10. Anthony Cayley on the stop, but Centeno is down to the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and it's going to be a 1st and goal for the Wildcats at the Bulldog 8-yard line.
Great drive so far for the Wildcats. Get the one big-time play, get them inside their own 30, and here they are rolling. Get this 1st and goal, knocking on the door.
Juwan McMillan to the near side now, and they have Callahan and Marks in the backfield behind Gold in the I. Jensen is the slot man to the near side, and West York going to take a timeout to get set up for this with 7:27 left here in the Broadway Trans second quarter. A scoreless game so far, but Dallastown threatening, although both teams have been in the red zone and come away empty so far tonight.
That's been a testament of the defense on both sides, that bend but don't break mentality. They just bow up. It's gut check time anytime your back's against the wall, and that's when your defense, any crazed animal, is most dangerous, when they're backed up against the wall.
Cade Gold is 6 of 9 tonight for 61 yards so far. Dylan Callahan is a 61-yard run for Dallastown. Has really been ineffective on the ground other than that one big run. Tyler Folk is 3 out of 5 for 99 yards, a big 60-yarder to Terry Canes. And Folk also carried it 6 times, hasn't gained a whole lot though, and so it's been through the air that both teams have moved the ball tonight.
And really anxious to see right here what Kevin Meyer's strategy will be. They like to use that midline attack, and then they'll also open it up and go spread from the shotgun, and we saw them come out with that spread attack, being very successful, getting 5, 6, 7 yards a pass. Will they do that here, or will they go with the midline attack?
Have Connor Green in front of Jake Garrity, the big guys in the backfield. Jensen in the slot near side, McMillan is wide. And they give it to Garrity. Garrity is hit right at the line by who else? Mike Messersmith, Narber, and Wetzel there to help out. And no gain, maybe a yard for Garrity, and it's going to be 2nd and goal from there.
Garrity's more their bruiser, 5'11", 190-pound senior. They try to get him and force him up the middle. They have the beef in there.
Yep. Connor Green comes out now, and Jack Marks goes in. So Green 225, Marks 185. In the backfield again, McMillan to the near side. Jensen in the slot that way. Garrity's in front of Marks now. On 2nd and goal from the 7. Gold with the handoff to Marks. Marks hit in the backfield, spins away from the first hit, goes down to about the 6, maybe closer to the 5. Narber, Myers on the stop. And it's going to be 3rd and goal from the 5-yard line.
They bring in some bigger guys here.
And they send in Connor Moore as well. See if they've softened him up, run a fake into the line, and maybe throw a pass here. 3rd and goal just outside the Bulldog 5. 6:15 left in the Broadway Trans second quarter. No score. Connor Moore to the near side. Jake Jensen to the top. Got Marks and Callahan in the backfield. Flanking, Gold was in the gun, and Jensen in motion to the near side. Play fake, Gold to throw as time fires it behind Jensen at about the 1-yard line. Jake throwing the right hand up, couldn't get it, and it's going to be 4th down and goal from the 5.5-yard line now, and looks like they're going to send on the field goal unit, and that will mean for the Dallastown Wildcats, Drake Pugh will be out there to boot it, and he will do so out of the hold of Brett Smith. So see where they set this. They're going to set it down at about the 13, so it's going to be a 23-yard field goal attempt for Dallastown's Drake Pugh. The snap is there a little low, and they get the kickoff, and it is blocked right into the line. It goes. Now Wetzel picks it up. I don't think he can return this. So it's going to be West York ball at the 20, so the field goal is no good, and the Bulldogs will take over. And you know, with Dallastown a little spoiled here with Matt Curran for the last few years, a kicker. Guy had a 53-yard field goal last year, now playing soccer at Penn State. So you got a guy like that, it's always tough to follow those footsteps.
It absolutely is, and the tale continues so far in this first half with a bend but don't break mentality from both these defenses, and we'll see West York start at the 20-yard line and try to get something going on offense.
Yep. Both teams have moved the ball, but no points so far. So West York to come out at their own 20 now with Tyler Folk under center and turns, hands it to Thomas. Thomas trying to get around the wide side, can't do it. A great defensive play made by Connor Green over there to drag Thomas down for a loss of 2 at the 18. It'll be 2nd and 12. Nice play by Green, because if Thomas gets the corner, he could run for a long way.
Yeah, good job right there by Steven Dunchek, number 56, junior, 5'11", 190-pound linebacker. Comes with the pressure and forces the ball out east and west, allowing his defense to come clean up.
Out of the gun now in 2nd and 12. Folk running the option. Nice fake. Cuts upfield at the 25 and across the 25 out to about the 28-yard line. Faked the pitch and then pulled it right back in. And a nice nifty run by Tyler Folk. He is out to the 29. It's a gain of 11. It's going to be 3rd and 1 for the Bulldogs.
Great patience by Tyler Falk right there. Calm running style. Holds onto the ball, gets that fake. Impressive.
And on 3rd and short, Folk on the quick counts snap. And, boy, they're marking him short. He did not get the 30. And it's going to be 4th down. So the middle of that defensive line for Dallastown doing the job. And defensive end Robert Paulus in there. And it's going to be 4th down and short for the Bulldogs. So I would think that's going to be a Fink's Garage punt from here at the Dallastown 30-yard line. And now they do run Joe King and the punting unit on.
Big Bob Thomas, number 77, 6 foot, 290-pound senior, playing strong on that defensive line, not giving up 1 yard.
No. So King will punt. He ran a fake the first time. Jake Jensen is deep. So Fink's Garage punt with 4:05 on a turning clock here in the Broadway Trans second, and a flag flies from the side judge, and we have an illegal motion against West York. Saw somebody move, not sure who it was. So that's going to set the Bulldogs back 5 to the 25-yard line, and they'll kick it from there. So Dallastown runs some different guys on there now. Maybe this is their punt block unit. I don't know.
Still a great showing from both these defenses so far in this first half. And we get to 4 minutes left in the first half and no points on the board.
King gets it away under pressure, and a short kick hits at the Bulldog 40 and goes out of bounds at the 45. So at the West York 45, Dallastown will have it 1st and 10 with 3:54 left in the Broadway Trans second quarter. Still no score, but Dallastown with another golden opportunity in great field position here to see if they can get some points on the board. They drove it to the 5-yard line last time, then missed a 23-yard field goal attempt.
The way both these offenses have moved the ball thus far in the first half, you'd like the chances of the Wildcats as they start on the 45-yard line of the Bulldogs. But, man, the way this defense for both teams bends but doesn't break, not so sure.
Yeah, Gold out of the shotgun now. Callahan gets the handoff and breaks off the right side, is hit by Alan Stauffer after a short gain down to the 42. Gain of 3 for Callahan. It'll be 2nd down and 7. And Noah Sowers, one of the captains of this West York team, out this week, starting offensive tackle, plays a lot on defense as well. An MCL sprain. They hope to have him back next week. He suffered that late in the Central game. But fortunately, nothing more serious than that. They could use him tonight, though. 2nd and 7 at the Bulldog 42. Gold out of the gun, flanked by backs on either side. And he fires it out, and a quick one to Connor Moore. And Moore is down to the 36-yard line where the tackle's made by Ijan Marshall. Going to be a yard short of the 1st down. So it was a gain of 6. And it's going to be 3rd down and 1.
Just going to mention when the Wildcats will go back to that short passing game that was so successful on that opening drive as they marched right down the field, opening up this ball game. And here they are, the 3rd and 1, certainly manageable.
Connor Moore, 3 catches now for 24 yards tonight, and he's wide to the near side. Jensen is in the slot on this side on 3rd and 1, and they hand it off to Centeno. Centeno is hit in the backfield and trying to fight his way back, but is not going to make it. He's down at the line of scrimmage at the 36. So the little guy tried to get outside that time, but the Bulldogs held. And Sam Sterner, who I don't think played last week, he made the touchdown-saving tackle on the Callahan run a little while ago, and he's in there as well at the defensive end spot making that stop. So no gain for Centeno, and it is 4th down and 1 from the Bulldog 36 with 2:10 left in the first half. Still no score.
Big 4th down right here for both these teams. We sit on the 36-yard line going in for the Wildcats. 2 minutes left in the first half.
And the quarterback sneak by Gold, and he's across the 40 as that pile moves as he is yanked back by Sterner and Bursick, but he got it down to the 34, and that's going to be a 1st down for the Wildcats on the sneak by Gold. He picked up 2, and it's 1st and 10 at the Bulldog 34. 1:52 left in the first half. Dallastown 1 timeout remaining.
Here we are at the scoreless ball game. Let's see if the Wildcats go back to that passing attack that was so successful I talked about on the opening drive. They throw those nice 5-yard square outs, and really comfortable throw for Cade Gold. He'll fire it in there.
So 1st and 10 at the Bulldog 34. Gold in the gun as a wide receiver each way, and play fake to Marks, fires it out to Moore. Moore at the 28, hit and dives forward to the 25. Terry Kane's on the tackle, and he's going to be a yard shy of the first down. It'll be 2nd down and 1 from there.
Both receiver and quarterback look so comfortable with that play. The timing is there. We've seen that all night so far in this first half, and really that footwork for Cade Gold, you can practice that in your kitchen. Just catch that ball, step, and release.
Terry Kane's running off and holding his right arm kind of down at the side of his body. Hopefully he is not injured there. We'll see. He's replaced by Thomas Bensel. Gold out of the gun, turns, fires, and behind McMillan never looked for the ball. McMillan thought he was blocking, and the ball was thrown right behind him. So miscommunication there, and it's going to be 3rd down and 1.
Real frustrating for this coaching staff and this offense for Dallastown. You got a big frame. Juan McMillan, 6'5", 190-pound senior, not on the same page as his quarterback. Looking to block, and the ball's coming to him.
So 3rd and 1 at the West York 25. 54 seconds left in the Broadway Trans second quarter. No score. Dallastown with 1 timeout remaining here. As they break the huddle, McMillan to the top of the formation, and the tight end is to the near side. Now Jensen in the slot to the top of the formation. Gold on the quick snap is going to keep it off a play fake, and he's down to the 21. He's got the first down. Myers and Marshall on the stop, but it's a gain of 4, and Dallastown will keep the drive alive here with 49 seconds remaining in this first half.
Great execution on that 3rd and 1.
They wind the clock as they set it. Now Gold out of the gun, takes the snap, looking to throw, looking for across the middle for Jensen. Oh, Jensen turned and made the catch. What a catch, because that ball was only about 5 yards away from him when he turned around. It surprised him. He caught it against his shoulder pad, and it's down at the 8. That's a 13-yard gain on a great catch by Jake Jensen, and a 1st and goal for the Wildcats in the Weckers Carpet red zone. Gold out of the gun, takes the snap. As time fires it, he's got Jensen at the 1. Jensen's into the end zone, tackled by Wetzel, but too late. It's an 8-yard touchdown pass from Cade Gold to Jake Jensen with 26 seconds left in the Broadway Trans second quarter, and the Wildcats take a 6-0 lead.
Back-to-back throws to his man, Jake Jensen. Saw a play before that. Jensen just stuck his paw out there, caught it with his hand against his shoulder pad, and goes right back to him for 6.
The extra point attempt now for Dallastown from Drake Pugh. Again out of the hold of Brent Smith. Snap is there, the set is down, the kick is up, and this one is through. 26 seconds left in the Broadway Trans second quarter, and it's Dallastown 7, West York nothing on the high school football game of the week presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine. This timeout courtesy of your neighborhood family markets.
Need new flooring? Buy it at the store voted best in York and recommended by more of your friends, Weckers Flooring Center. Here's why. Weckers has far more flooring in their warehouse than any home center, with prices on remnants and rolls that no one can match. For hardwood that lasts a lifetime and laminate that's good for your family, Weckers is your store. Plus, Weckers has their own installation crews, so you feel good about them in your home. Right now, ask about free carpet installation. Trust Weckers Flooring Center off the Route 30 Hellam exit.
Hi, I'm West York football coach Jeremy Jones. You're listening to the high school football game of the week presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Back at Dallastown, Ron Ruman, Gareth Hissong with you. Finally a score. Dallastown takes the lead 7-0. Let's get our Yorktown Roofing and Siding scoring recap.
After a fortuitous bounce on a punt, Dallastown starts at the 45-yard line of West York, marches 45 yards in 8 plays in 3 minutes 28 seconds, capped the drive off with an 8-yard touchdown pass, Cade Gold to Jake Jensen. That's Jensen's first touchdown of the year and second throwing touchdown for Cade Gold.
All right, and a fast signs kickoff now coming from Dallastown's Drake Pugh. Hits it, good high, deep kick, and Thomas is going to let it go into the end zone. So the Bulldogs will get it 1st and 10 at their 20 with 26 seconds and 1 timeout remaining. And we've seen Tyler Folk put it up and Terry Kane's run under it, so we'll see if the Bulldogs take a shot downfield.
That's right, Kevin Myers was concerned about the big playability of this West York offense. Tyler Folk puts a lot of air underneath those passes, but the timing seems to be there because those receivers from West York run underneath with perfect timing, make that basket catch for those big splash plays.
He only has 3 completions in the first half, but 99 yards, and Folk will go from the gun. Kane's the big play guy on the near side now. And there was movement by one of the offensive linemen there as one of the Dallastown defenders jumped across, and then the tackle reacted and moved. And so that's going to be illegal procedure against West York, I believe, unless I don't think there was contact made. Oh, there was. Apparently there was. He got too far into the neutral zone. Connor Green jumped from his defensive end spot, and then the offensive tackle over there for West York, Alex Ramos, moved in reaction. So 5-yard penalty against Dallastown. So West York has a 1st and 10, their own 25. Just 26 seconds left in the first half, and Dallastown up 7-0. Folk will work out of the gun. Takes the snap and is going to run. The 25, he's at the 30, has a first down, and he's tackled from behind by Riley out at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 8. First down. They'll stop the clock while they set the chains, and now they'll wind it. 18 seconds left. Folk takes it, looking to make something happen, and Burns has him, and Burns has him in the grass. It's going to be a sack at the 30. Jordan Burns gets through to make that play. So Folk will go down for the 3-yard loss, and 2 seconds left, 1, and that is it. We have reached the Vito's Pizza halftime show, and we'll head there with the score: Dallastown 7, West York 0. On the high school football game of the week, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine, and this timeout courtesy of your neighborhood family markets.
Serving York for over 50 years, Vito's Pizza. Check out their daily lunch specials Monday through Friday, 11 till 2. 2 slices of pizza and a small soda, only $3.99, or a small sub for only $4.25. Monday night, 2 large cheese pizzas for only $15.99. Tuesday, a large stromboli and large pitcher of soda, just $11.99. Wednesday, a large cheese pizza and large pitcher of soda, just $11.49. Vito's open till midnight, Monday through Thursday till 1 a.m., Fridays and Saturdays. Dine in at 1734 South Queen Street, York, or get carry-out. Call 843-1143.
Hi, this is Tom Dasher, president of Tom Dasher Investment Services. Oh, heck, this is sounding just like another commercial.
Don't worry, Tom. I'll take it from here. Visit the Tom Dasher Investment Services table in front of the WOYK 1350 studio in Brooks Robinson Plaza on July 10th before the Revs take on the Barnstormers. Talk to Tom to see what he can do for you. Everyone's greatest concern is running out of money, and Tom Dasher Investment Services can help you with your finances. So visit the Tom Dasher Investment Services table in front of the WOYK studio July 10th to see what Tom Dasher can do for you.
Which is better? Getting the perfect set, the perfect approach, and powering through the ball with the perfect hit? Or reading the hitter, moving to the ball, and making the perfect dig? Flying Feet knows the answer. It all depends on which side of the net you're on. Flying Feet. Flying Feet Sports Shoes is Central PA's home court for volleyball, featuring the names that know the game, including Asics and Mizuno. Flying Feet offers volleyball spandex and shorts and the best selection of knee pads around. Flying Feet is also your active ankle connection, the same active ankle braces chosen by coaches and players at the college level. And because volleyball isn't just for the gym, Flying Feet carries a great selection of indoor and outdoor balls for working it out on the beach or in the backyard. Flying Feet Sports Shoes, the sportswear specialty store without specialty store prices. Flying Feet. 1511 Round Rose Avenue, just off exit 18 of I-83, next to Battery Warehouse.
It's time again for York Mitsubishi's fall sales event, featuring 0% financing for 72 months and a $500 rebate on all 2015 Outlander Sports and Lancers. Or try the 2015 Mirage DE, the best price car in America today that gets up to 44 miles per gallon for only $11,995. And finally, the all-new 2016 Outlander 4-wheel drive with standard 7-passenger seating. All Outlanders, Outlander Sports, Lancers, and Mirages get our famous 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Stop by York Mitsubishi and see what we can do for you. Excludes Evo, Rallyart, and iMe. Your teams all the time. York's only place for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
All right, we're back at halftime. It's the Vito's Pizza halftime show here on the high school football game of the week, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine. And it's just 7-0 Dallastown, but it's been a fun and exciting first half as they still haven't started the halftime clock. They wait for the teams to get to the locker room. Must be taking a slow boat here to get there. The referee standing there looking at him. The West York Bulldog Band on the field now, ready to get their halftime show started. All right, now let's get our Yorktown roofing and scoring update from the first half. Gareth, you got a bit of a workout last week, but tonight not so much.
Take a break this week. Only one series of scoring. 8 plays, 45 yards for Dallastown. They finished the drive. 8-yard touchdown pass. Cade Gold throwing his second touchdown pass of the season. Connects with his wide receiver, Jake Jensen, for Jensen's first touchdown of the year. And with 26 seconds left in the first half, Dallastown took the lead, 7, West York 0.
All right, and that's our Yorktown roofing and scoring recap for the first half. That didn't take long. We're going to take a break and back with our halftime stats, courtesy of Kochman Kunkel Insurance, after this on the High School Football Game of the Week, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine on GameTimePA.com.
Kochman and Kunkel Insurance Group, part of the Keystone Insurers Group, can save you 15 to 50% for just 15 minutes of your time. We customize plans for your needs and find you the best rate and protection. Discounts for good driver, good student, homeowners, renters, and multiple policies. Plus health, life, and all types of business insurance. Locally owned by Rudy and Pam Kochman, 3217 East Market Street, York. Call 854-0300 or online at KIGYork.com. Kochman and Kunkel Insurance Group, a proud supporter of local high school sports. Hunters Hill Orthodontics is a longtime staple in the orthodontic care community. With offices in York and Dillsburg, our practice's top priority is to provide you with the highest quality orthodontic care in a friendly, comfortable environment. Call our York offices, 1910 Kenneth Road, at 767-6694 to make your appointment, or our new location, 1399 South Queen Street at 885-5468. Or in Dillsburg, call 502-1186. We've got your smile at Hunters Hill Orthodontics.
Payne doesn't take Sunday off. Neither do we. We're open weekdays 8 to 8 and weekends 9 to 6. Just walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics, 2319 South George Street in York, across from the Apple Hill Health Campus. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today.
Broadway transmission? I don't know how they do it.
We've been in business for 60 years at the same location.
I don't know how they do it.
It's our long-term nationwide warranties.
Oh, and don't forget our online appointment scheduling.
I still don't know how they do it.
They toted my van at no cost with my repair.
It's our ATRA certified technicians. Don't forget the good-looking genius in the office.
Come on, man.
I know they helped me with financing. Still, with my bad credit, I don't know how they do it.
I did my research and felt comfortable that Broadway is a AAA approved specialty repair shop. I showed my AAA card and saved some hard-earned cash.
I was happy to get a $100 rebate in the mail after the job was done.
I sure don't know how they do it, but I do know they get it done, and they get it done right.
Broadway transmission. We'll get your shift together and back on the road fast. Check us out on the web at BroadwayTrans.com or stop in and see how it's done.
First in York, first in sports. Sports Radio 1350, WOIK.
And the Bulldog Marching Band entertaining the fans at halftime. 7-0, Dallastown leading West York here in the Vito's Pizza halftime show. Time now for our halftime stats, courtesy of Kochman Kunkel Insurance. For the West York Bulldogs, Cadence Thomas, who had 118 yards on the ground last week, tonight 4 carries, just 9 yards. Tyler Folk, the quarterback, 10 carries for 30 yards. Joe King, 1 for -1. That was a fake punt, so the Bulldogs 14 carries, 38 yards on the ground in the first half. Through the air, Tyler Folk, 3 of 5, but 99 yards passing. Terry Kane, 1 catch for a big 60 yards. Dante Dorm, 1 for 11, and Ramel Baldwin, 1 for 28. So the Bulldogs, 137 total yards. For Dallastown, on the ground, Zion DeVance, -17 from his 1 carry. That was after a fumbled pitch. Dylan Callahan, 3 carries, 67 yards. 1 of those good for 61 yards. Cade Gold, 7 for a net of -17. Got 3 sacks in there. Jack Marks, 3 carries, 5 yards. Jake Garrity, 1 for 1. And Edgar Centeno, 3 carries for 12 yards. The Wildcats, 18 for 51 on the ground tonight. And through the air, a big first half for Cade Gold. He's 10 of 14 for 97 yards and 1 touchdown. Jake Jensen, one of the main receiver, 4 catches, 44 yards, including that 8-yard touchdown grab. Juwan McMillan, 1 catch for 14 yards. Anthony Garcia 1 for 6, and Connor Moore 4 catches for 33 yards. Bulldog Band will take us to our break, and we'll get a little music after this. 7-0 Dallastown on the Vito's Pizza halftime show on GameTimePA.com. The high school football game of the week presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine.
What do John Yachty, Jacob Yachty, Austin Tillotz, and Kelly Ryan and Morgan Klunk have in common? Besides being basketball players, 2,000-point scorers, all-state athletes, or state champions, they all trained with John Kirchner at Unique Physique. John guarantees that he will increase your vertical jump, increase your strength, quickness, and get you ready for the upcoming season. Coaches, get your team ready with plyometrics, and John will even come to your gym to get your team ready. Players and coaches call John Kirchner at Unique Physique at 755-2639 for details.
Today it seems everybody is offering a discount on car insurance, but at what price? Reduced protection, impersonal service. At State Farm, you can earn discounts and still get full service and dependable protection from the world's largest car insurer. See me, Trish Hauser, 1865 Susquehanna Trail North, York, for the State Farm multiple line discount. With State Farm, you get an agent you can depend on and an insurance company you can trust. For the details on State Farm's multiple line discount, see me, Trish Hauser.
Keep up to date on Penn State football throughout the season on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. I'm Ron Ruman, and I've been covering the Nittany Lions since the 70s. Tune in weekdays all season long to get the latest from Coach James Franklin and the players. Penn State updates are brought to you by your neighborhood family markets, Nels, Sobels, Wetzel's, and New Oxford, Penn State York, and financial advisor Dave Sprinkle. Stay up to date on Penn State on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK, first in York, first in sports.
Get ready for winter now and save big on your heating oil or propane costs. Call today to schedule your first fill, and don't forget to ask our energy advisors about the right money-saving plan or budget to fit your lifestyle. Lock in your rate and protect your price all winter. Our price-protected customers save an average of $325 per year. Visit ShipleyEnergy.com or call 855-4SHIPLEY. And don't forget to ask about our $100 rebate. Shipley Energy, energy for life.
Every day, Fast Signs helps businesses like yours with their visual communications. We ask the right questions, recommend smart solutions, and help you build your business. Our knowledgeable consultants uncover your communication challenges and provide visible solutions. At Fast Signs, we're innovators, planners, and designers. We're more than fast, more than signs, and we're more than ready to help. Contact Fast Signs today.
Visit our store next to Sam's Club in East York or visit us online at fastsigns.com.
Hi, this is Dan Patrick. Join me weekday mornings at 9 on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
West York Bulldog Marching Band entertaining the fans at halftime here. It's the Vito's Pizza halftime show, and our score is Dallastown 7, West York nothing. It's been an entertaining game, but not a lot of scoring going on here in the first half, as Dallastown looks to go 2-0, and West York looks to avoid the 0-2 start. So we'll get our York Traditions Bank halftime scoreboard show for you now, and some other scores from around the league. At halftime, Eastern leading York Tech 13-6. It's Boiling Springs over Bermudian 21-0. Middletown over Northern 7-0. Suburban leading Northeastern 14-6. We will see Suburban hosting Spring Grove next week. And Fairfield leading James Buchanan 14-0 in halftime. Spring Grove leading Mechanicsburg 7-6 in the second quarter. We got to get this trumpet solo here. All right, sorry. How's my daughter? Had to get it in.
Impressive work.
Yeah, it's very nice. All right, Allie, way to go. All right, 7-6 Spring Grove leading Mechanicsburg in the second quarter as the Rockets look to bounce back from the loss to Cumberland Valley last week. Red Lion looking to go 2-0, 12-7 in the second quarter over Manheim Township. New Oxford leading Gettysburg 14-7. It is Waynesboro 7 and Biglerville 3 in the second quarter. Hanover 28-0 over Kennerdale in the second quarter. The Nighthawks off to the fast start. Susquehannock leading York Catholic 17-14, and that is at halftime now. So the Warriors looking for a win under new head coach Steve Wiles. New Oxford leading Gettysburg 14-7 at the half. It is Greencastle over Littlestown 24-7. And they're mixing these up on me a little bit here. The Lone leading Columbia 19-16 in the second quarter. And Cedar Cliff up big on Southwestern. Wow, in the second quarter, 28-0. Did not see that one coming. That is in the Mustang Corral, too. Cumberland Valley rolling again over Central, 28-0 in the second. And McCaskey leading York High 14-0. That in the first quarter. That is your York Traditions Bank halftime scoreboard show. Here, it is 7-0. Dallastown leading West York on the Vito's Pizza halftime show. We'll have the Bulldog Band take us to our next break, and we'll come back with our Penn State York keys to the game after this on the high school football game of the week presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine on GameTimePA.com.
My name is Bob Innerst. I've been a York Traditions Bank customer since 2008. One of the things that I like about York Traditions Bank is that I know everyone is right here in the York area and everybody's local, and the decisions are made, right here at the bank. So I feel very comfortable if I need a loan or if I have a question about anything, I'm going to get the answer from the people right here. Because we live here too means that they share a lot of the same concerns that I do. I know that they give back to the local community. It really makes a difference. They're invested here, and that's important to me. I now tend to measure other businesses that I deal with the level of service that I get at York Traditions Bank. I feel that York Traditions Bank never takes my business for granted. I highly recommend York Traditions Bank to anyone.
Transition to traditions today. York Traditions Bank. Member FDIC. Equal Opportunity Lender.
Stony Brook Family Restaurant, located at 3560 East Market Street in York, is open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner from 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. Completely remodeled, Stony Brook is the home of good food and hospitality at reasonable prices. Proudly serving the York area for over 30 years, Stony Brook is family-owned and now also serves beer and wine. For home cooking, homemade soup, steaks, seafood, our famous roasted chicken, or just about anything, visit Stony Brook Family Restaurant, 3560 East Market Street in York.
Get into the ball game with great savings and great weekly specials at all your favorite neighborhood family markets. Use your gold card every time you shop and you'll automatically receive your savings and rewards. And you'll get incredible deals on the new Best Yet brand products at Nell's, Sauble, Wetzel's, Chris's New Oxford, and Stauffer's Downingtown markets. So get into the game with some great savings at all your favorite neighborhood family markets. Always a hit and always a great catch. True Value Plus in Shrewsbury and Loganville knows the value of setting the mood. Of course, we're talking about paint color. Feeling distinguished? Tans, blush, and earth tones make the mood. Or maybe a bit dramatic. Plums and indigo will make a statement. Hey, energetic? Try some oranges, yellows, and reds. Chill out. Radiate some peacefulness, dude. Light blues and soft greens will do the trick. No matter what mood you're trying to create, True Value can help with our color gallery and swatches to help you find just the right combinations.
Ready to play?
Okay, try bright pink, neon green, or turquoise? Or do you just need to feel refreshed after a long day? Mid-greens and blues are the colors I choose. Not sure what type of paint to use? That's okay. Our paint professionals will be glad to help you pick just the right one. Behind every project is a True Value Plus in Shrewsbury and Loganville.
Join me, Steve Zabin, mornings at 6 on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
And welcome back to Dallastown. Ron Ruman and Gareth Hissong with you at American Legion Field. 7-0 our halftime score in the Vito's Pizza halftime report. Time now for our Penn State York keys to the game. All right, Gareth, let's get inside the West York locker room first and Coach Jeremy Jones.
This West York team needs to capitalize on their big plays. We saw earlier Terry Caines running under one of those deep passes from Tyler Falk for 60 yards. When they get in that field position, they're knocking on the door of the Wildcats. They got to convert those into points. We saw last week that they came out sluggish in the second half. They got to come out starting right away here in this third quarter on offense.
All right, now about the Dallastown Wildcats, Coach Kevin Myers and his staff, what were they talking about?
Conversely, they need to stop those big plays. Only giving up one 60-yard pass to Terry Caines, another 28-yard pass from Ramel Baldwin. He got loose on a short screen pass. They continue to stop big plays on defense. I think they'll be successful this second half and come away with a win.
All right, those keys to the game, or those, or rather, the Coach's Pep Talk, Coach's Pep Talk brought to you by Penn State York. We're going to take a break, brought to you by your neighborhood family markets, and return with the Fast Signs kickoff to start the Maple Donuts third quarter here on GameTimePA.com. High school football game of the week presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine. It's Dallastown 7 and West York nothing.
If you're a high school junior or senior or adult interested in attending Penn State, don't miss the Penn State York Open House, October 24th, 9 to 2 at the Pullo Center. Learn about the admissions process, financial aid options, meet faculty and students, and tour the campus. Explore our 10 four-year degree programs offered at York, including new BS in Biology and BA and BS in Psychology, and learn about Penn State's 2+2 program. Start at York and finish your degree at another Penn State campus. Call 771-4040 or register online at york.psu.edu/open house.
Maple Donuts knows that there comes a point in every kid's summer when the feeling of unfettered freedom begins to fold up faster than a picnic blanket at the first drop of an unexpected summer storm. Charlie and his Maple Donuts team understand that all too soon, lazy mornings on the sofa, splashing in the pool, and weeknight sleepovers will be replaced by bus stops, backpacks, and morning announcements. But Maple Donuts says there's a bright side to the first day of school, kids. Because when you stumble into the kitchen that first morning, chances are you'll be greeted by Mom, enjoying her cup of Maple Donuts' famous coffee and sitting next to a back-to-school tradition, a box of Maple Donuts. And somewhere buried in that box, handpicked by Mom from Maple Donuts' 58 varieties, you may find that, yes, summer is over, but another school year may not be so bad after all. So for every kid coming to grips with going back to school, we say thanks, Mom. And thank you, Maple Donuts.
Maple Donuts taste right.
Brown's Orchards and Farm Market in Loganville was built on teamwork, commitment, and passion. For over 65 years, Brown's has been a delicious destination for hand-picked fruits and award-winning bakery treats. As we celebrate football season, make Brown's Catering your tailgating headquarters for barbecue, party trays, wings, steamed shrimp, giant 2-foot subs, and more. Brown's applauds every football player, coach, cheerleader, band member, and parent for your teamwork, commitment, and passion for the game. Come to Brown's in Loganville to celebrate the big win. BrownsOrchards.com.
Your teams all the time. York's only place for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Back at Dallastown, Ron Room and Gareth Hissong with you, ready for our Fast Signs kick to start the Maple Donuts third quarter. Dallastown will boot it to West York. Bulldogs will go right to left, and the Wildcats lead it 7-0. West York last week, 388 yards of total offense, 137 in the first half. Dallastown, conversely, has not a whole lot of total yards either. They have 148 in the first half, so it hasn't exactly been a defensive struggle. Both teams have moved the ball, but the scoring has been at a premium.
I'd really like to see West York try to feed the ball to running back Cadence Thomas a little more. 5'9", 170-pound junior. Seems like every time he touches the ball, he could break one.
Drake Pugh hits the fast signs kick. It's a high kick, and Terry Keynes will settle under at about the 6 or 7 yard line. And on the far sideline, that is not Terry Keynes. He's out to the 25-yard line. That was Emmanuel Casanova. And he is out to the 25-yard line, and West York will start 1st and 10 from there, trailing at 7-0 here as we begin the Maple Donuts third quarter.
Casanova.
Yeah.
Wish that was my last name.
Really? All right. So at the 25, West York will come out now, trailing at 7-0, trying to avoid the 0-2 start. Dallastown looking to go 2-0 in the early going. And Dante Durham comes to the near side, Keynes to the top. Under center is Folk, backs in the eye behind him. 4-man line for Dallastown. They give it to Thomas. The deep back has a hole at the 30. Thomas makes a move at the 35. He's at the 40, and he's ridden down there, and a good hard hit that time. By Owen Davis, but it's a 16-yard, 17-yard gain to the 42 and a 1st and 10.
And there you see that explosive pop from Cadence Thomas getting into the secondary.
They give it to him again. Up the middle he goes at the 45, and he's ridden down by Bryce Register out at the 47-yard line. That's a gain of 5. It'll be 2nd down and 5.
They continue success on the ground with Cadence Thomas. That's when they can go to that play-action fake and go to the air.
Quick snap again. Folk again to Thomas at the 50, and he's hit and brought down right there at the 50-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's going to be 3rd down and 2, and William Riley and Connor Green on the stop for Dallastown.
You can tell Jeremy Jones came out sluggish last week after the second half, trying to really pick up the pace here, going fast pace on offense.
And here's the snap again. Thomas, 3rd straight time off the right side, has the 1st down as he bounces down to the 46-yard line. Was hit there by Green, but able to have his momentum carry him forward to the 46, a gain of 4 and a 1st down. So a steady diet of Cadence Thomas here on 4 straight runs for the Bulldogs. And a quick snap again. This time Folk drops to throw, fires it down the far sideline, going for Keynes, and just overshot him. Jensen on the tight coverage at about the 15-yard line. Good coverage by Jensen that time. It's incomplete. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
It was only a matter of time before West York was going to take that shot downfield. You see him last week they threw about 15 times down the field trying to make big splash plays, and right there unable to connect. But look for that again coming out more of the second half.
Wide receiver each way now, backs in the eye on 2nd and 10 at the Wildcat 45. Straight ahead they go to the fullback. Cayley breaks it off the right side. He's into the secondary and down to the 30-yard line. Anthony Cayley gets that's a 16-yard gain and a 1st down.
6 plays and 3 first downs so far for this West York offense in the second half.
And they give it to Thomas. Thomas off the left side and is hit hard. And Robert Paulus brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd down and 7 as West York really running the up-tempo offense here.
Keeping this high tempo, trying to get Dallastown to have to react to their pace.
And they give it to Thomas again, and we have a flag on the far side. And we'll see if somebody from West York moved. And they, in fact, did. So that'll set the Bulldogs back 5, and it will be... They'll move it back to the 32-yard line, and from there will be 2nd down and 12. Now, they don't have the chain stretched out on the far side. They got to get to the 20 now. They do. And it's going to be 2nd and 12. And a quick snap. Folk wasn't quite ready for it. Fires it on a quick out. Has Keynes inside the 30, inside the 25, and Jensen rolls him out of bounds at about the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 9, and that will leave West York with a 3rd down and about 3.
Keynes with a nice shimmy shake in the shoulders, trying to get some extra yards there. He's a talented wide receiver.
Folk takes the quick snap. Thomas up the middle, hit right at the line of scrimmage. Connor Green is there to bring him down with some help from, I think, Jack Marks there. And he actually lost a yard. It's going to be 4th down and 4 at the 24-yard line. So, and Robert Paulus is down on the field for Dallastown, their big defensive end, 6 foot, 290-pound senior, looking at his left leg, it appears, as the trainer comes out to take a look at him. So a big play coming up here, 4th and 4 for West York at the Dallastown 24-yard line. Wildcats leading 7-0 with 9:57 left here in the Maple Donuts third quarter. Let's get a quick scoreboard update courtesy of Brown's Orchards and Farm Markets here as Paulus is up and walking off under his own power, so that is good. Eastern leading York Tech 13-6 at the half. Suburban 14, Northeastern 6 at the half. Dover 14, Big Spring 9 halftime. Susquehannock 17, York Catholic 14 at the half. Red Lion over Manheim Township 12-7 also at the half. Spring Grove 7, Mechanicsburg 6 at the half. Cedar Cliff 28, Southwestern nothing halftime. Delone 19, Columbia 6 at the half. Cumberland Valley 28, Central nothing also at halftime. And McCaskey leading William Penn 14-6 in the second quarter. 4th and 4, the Bulldogs at the Wildcat 24. Folk working out of the shotgun, takes the snap, running to his right, cuts upfield, has the first down inside the 20, the 15. He's hit and goes down at the 17 as Jack Marks and Edgar Centeno make the stop, but it is a gain of 7 to the 17 and a first down.
Great job by this offensive line for the Bulldogs, keeping their shoulders square to the line of scrimmage, giving a good cutback lane for Tyler Folk.
Quickly, the Bulldogs there again. Folk pitches it this time to Thomas. Thomas, the 15, cuts upfield and is down near the 10. Looked like Dunzik, perhaps, and O'Reilly on the stop. They're going to mark it at the 10. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down and 3 from there in the Weckers Carpet Red Zone for the Bulldogs.
Impressive drive put together so far for this Bulldog offense. Going on 11 plays.
Folk under center, backs in the eye. Give it to Thomas straight ahead, and following Narber into the line. He's down at about the 8. Don't think he's got the first down sticks. Going to have to see exactly where they mark it here. And he is a yard short, so it's going to be 3rd down and 1 from the 8-yard line. Folk is right there at the line. Takes the snap, quarterback sneak. He's going to have the first down as he is down to about the 6-yard line. So Folk gains 2. Let's see where they mark this thing. Mark it right at the 5, so it's a gain of 3. 1st and goal for West York at the Dallastown 5. Folk to Thomas. Thomas straight ahead, nothing there. He is stacked up right at the line of scrimmage as the middle of that line held and Green came in from his defensive end spot. No gain for Thomas, and it's going to be 2nd and goal from the 5.
I don't care where you start 1st and goal facing either of these defenses. There's no easy task getting on the board and putting 6 points. Stuffing something into the end zone against both these defenses. They can bow up when it's gut check time.
And we've got Bursick in front of Narber in the backfield now. The big guys. Folk gives it to Narber straight ahead, and Kyle Narber is close but not in. He's down to about the 1.5-yard line. So Narber picks up about 3 down to the 2, and it's going to be 3rd down and goal from there for West York. They line up in the eye again, and a sneak, Tyler Folk, and I don't see a signal yet. Terry Canes, but he doesn't count, and they're not in, I don't believe. So it's Folk got close, but he didn't get there. So it's going to be 4th and goal from inside the 1, and it's a big play here. The Dallastown fans calling for defense, and West York sending in the play with Anton Johnson, who hasn't seen action yet. And he's going to come in. Folk may have gotten hurt, and Johnson's coming in at quarterback. Got the eye backfield behind him, takes the snap, gives it to the fullback, Bursick, and I don't know that he got in, and he did not. There is no signal of touchdown, and in fact, Dallastown is held as Bursick on the carry did not get in, and a huge defensive stand for the Dallastown Wildcats on 4th and goal from the 1, and they hold and will take over on their own 1-yard line.
This defense for the Wildcats, tough as a keg of nails, and you'll hear this home crowd get tuned up when they make a goal line stop like that.
Wow. Heck of a play by this Dallastown defense. So now the West York defense has Dallastown at their own 1 after a great defensive stand. And be calling the West York defense again to do the job. 7:07 left in the Maple Donuts third. It remains Dallastown 7 and West York nothing. Dallastown late getting guys onto the field, and they're going to have to take a timeout because they were running Owen Davis on, and play clock was well down. So Dallastown takes its first time out of the second half. They'll start from their own 1 when we return. This timeout courtesy of your neighborhood family markets on the high school football game of the week presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine on GameTimePA.com.
When you need a haircut, where do you go? If you need a hair replacement, who's the expert? When barbers need a haircut, where do they go? The answer is Iaconos, of course, the most interesting barbers in York. Don't normally get a shave? Go to Iaconos. They'll take care of you. Need a facial? That's right. Iacono's is the place to get it done. Iacono's, the most interesting barbers in York. They do it all. For an appointment, call 854-8258. That's 854-8258.
Your county, your teams. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Back at Dallastown, Ron Room and Gareth Hissong here. 7:07 left in the Maple Donuts third. Dallastown 7, West York nothing. Huge goal line stand by the Dallastown defense, stopping West York fullback Mason Bursick on 4th and 1. And now that ball just outside the goal line for the Wildcats, Gareth.
Goal here for the Wildcats is to get 2 first downs, get out of the shadow of their own field goal post, and then open up that playbook and try to get a big drive going and get back on the board as they lead 7-0.
Gold under center, and really hard to see. Somebody ran the football. We'll have to figure it out now. Got out to about the 3 or 4 yard line, and it was Connor Green. And Green moved it out to the 4, so good gain of 4 yards on first down.
Looks more like a rugby scrum from that play as opposed to quarterback sneak.
Mass of bodies, so 2nd and 6, Dallastown their own 4 yard line. And West York's defense needs to hang in there and try and do it again. If they can stop them here, they'll get the ball back in good field position, certainly. Gold comes out under center now, sends Jensen to the near side and McMillan to the top of the formation. And on 2nd down, Gold on a sneak, and they move Pyle nicely. He's out to the 9, so he picks up 5. And it's going to be 3rd down and about 1.5 yards from there for Dallastown. They really only have to get it across the 10-yard line, the length of the football. So the big offensive line of Dallastown doing the job right now.
We'll see what kind of gumption Coach Kevin Myers has right here. So it'd be a good time to fake out this West York defense and take a shot downfield.
Wildcats break the huddle. Jensen to the near side, and we've got Davis to the top of the formation. McMillan in the slot. Gold under center. Takes the snap, and he hands it off to Marks. Marks broke a tackle at the line of scrimmage, and Jack Marks able to get that first down. Narber brings him down. He did not have it when he was hit the first time, but the second effort got it for Jack Marks, the 5'8", 185-pound senior, as he moves the football out to the 12-yard line, a gain of 3 and a first down for the Wildcats.
Yeah, last week, the Dallastown Wildcats had a slow start against Lancaster Catholic. A lot of new starters for this Dallastown team this year. I'm sure Kevin Myers is happy with how they've come out in the first half and also the second half so far this game.
So 1st and 10, Wildcats at their own 12 now. Gold out of the shotgun. Oh, there was movement that time by Dallastown. 3 or 4 guys moved early. So that's going to move the Wildcats back 5. They'll have a 1st and 15 from their 7.
Kevin Myers' pleasure meter with his team just went down a little bit after.
Yeah, I think you are right. So move it back to the 7. 1st and 15 from there. Clock winds. 5:15 left in the Maple Donuts third. Remains 7-0 Dallastown. West York got it inside the 1, but the 4th down run could not crack the goal line. And now Dallastown again changing personnel as Connor Moore stays on. Jack Marks comes off. Jensen comes to the near side and Moore to the top of the formation. The Wildcats go left to right. Under center is Gold, and he hands it off in the backfield, and whoever has the football, again, a mass of folks, he's going to lose yardage back to the 6, and that was Zion Devance, and a Bulldog is down now. Devance lost a yard, and
Mason Barrick, defensive end, down for the Bulldogs.
He was the guy playing fullback, tried to get into the end zone and couldn't last time. So the trainers come out to take a look at Mason. Hopefully nothing serious there. Robert Paulus came off for Dallastown a series ago, and he is back on the bench now, not up with the rest of the team. So you kind of get the feeling perhaps Robert is done for the night. So they think they're working on one of Mason's legs there. Perhaps nothing more than a cramp, but don't want to speculate. We'll take this opportunity to get a Brown's Orchards and Farm Market scoreboard update, and Mason is up and walking off, so hopefully that won't be anything too serious. What do we have? Wow, Cumberland Valley unloading on Central, 41-0 in the third. Dover 22, Big Spring 9 in the third. Suburban up on Northeastern. That's a good game, 14-12 in the third. Again, Suburban hosting Spring Grove on our game next week. And what else do we have? Eastern 13, York Tech 6 at halftime. Susky over Catholic 17-14. And Red Lion leading Manheim Township 12-7. That's at the half. And where's the Spring? The Spring Grove leading Mechanicsburg 7-6 at the half. Halftime Cedar Cliff 28, Southwestern nothing. DeLone over Columbia 19-16 at the half. All right, here we go now on 2nd down and 16 for Dallastown. And Gold to throw, fires it, and behind his receiver at about the 16-yard line, diving was Jensen, but it was behind him. Gold had some pressure. And that's going to be 4th down. I may have said 2nd down. It was, well, they have 3rd down on the board here now. We had a penalty there, and it is 4th down, I believe, and a Fink's Garage punt coming. A little confusion here. It looks Garrity's in there to punt. So it is a Fink's Garage punt, and deep is Ramel Baldwin standing at the Dallastown 45. Garrity will hit it from a yard or two deep in his end zone. Gets a good snap. The pressure comes, but he got it off. It's a high kick. Baldwin under it at the 46 of Dallastown. Turns and runs back upfield at the 40, and is he horse collar by Dunzik, and the ball came out, but they are saying down because the official was signaling timeout. Dallastown jumped on the football, but the official says the play had ended, and not to the pleasure of the home crowd here. It's going to be West York ball at the Dallastown 39, 1st and 10, as Dunzik took Ramel Baldwin down. Ramel Baldwin is a little guy. He's only 5'4", buck and a quarter, and almost was a horse collar there, but no call. Dallastown thought the ball came out. The official immediately said no. So it is West York ball at the Dallastown 39, 1st and 10. Bulldogs got to the 1-yard line last time, couldn't punch it in, and Narber's in front of Thomas in the backfield now. Wide receiver each way, Folk under center. Takes the snap. They give it to Thomas. Thomas gets a block from Narber, and he's hit by William Riley almost at the line of scrimmage. Great play by Riley, filling from his linebacker spot, and he drops Thomas for no gain at the 39.
Great job right there by Riley coming over, scraping over from his linebacker spot, filling those holes, making a great tackle.
On 2nd and 10, they give it to Narber straight ahead, the fullback, and he pushes the pile forward, keeps the legs churning down to the 34-yard line, make it to 33, and Narber gains 6 on 2nd down. It's going to be 3rd down now and about 4 for West York at the Dallastown 33-yard line. Bulldogs in this hurry-up offense. Cayley in front of Thomas in the backfield. Wide receiver each way. Folk under center, looking things over. Gets under center and takes the snap. Hands it to Thomas. Thomas looking for the hole, puts his head down, fights to the 30. Does not have the sticks, though. He's at the 30, and it's going to be 4th and 1 for West York at the Dallastown 30-yard line. And you think the Bulldogs are certainly going to go for it here, and they line up immediately. Cayley in front of Thomas. Here's the quick snap. Folk over the left side. I don't think he got it. There was no movement from the offensive line that time at all. And West York is going to turn this thing over on downs, unless there's a very surprising spot in there.
I think he might have got it. There was no movement.
Nope.
Oh, no,
nope.
he didn't.
He did not. No, he didn't. He needed to get to 29, and he didn't do it. So on downs, Dallastown takes over. West York twice in a row now on 4th down, unable to move the football a yard. And so Dallastown takes over. West York unable to take advantage of the great field position starting at the Wildcat 39.
No movement by that offensive line of the Bulldogs. I thought Tyler Folk was able to navigate his way through the legs just to get enough, but nothing doing.
Nope.
And I mentioned that at halftime, the keys to the second half, they have to capitalize on good field position when they get these chances. And there you see it stopped at the goal line their first time out, and right there couldn't take advantage of that great field position.
Wildcats at their 30. Gold under center, turns and hands it off to Jack Marks. Marks fights forward for about 2 to the 32. Logan Laux on the stop along with Sam Sterner, and they walk it at the 31. So a gain of 1 for Marks, and it'll be 2nd and 9.
How about Logan Laux out there? He's a 6'2", 300-pound senior. He's a load to move. Impressive football player.
He and Paulus have to have a quarter-pounder eating contest after the game.
Over under 10 burgers for those two in one sitting.
Right. 2nd and 9 at the Wildcat 31-yard line now, and they send 2 wide receivers near side. Gold out of the gun. They have a man in the slot this way as well as they go left to right. And they hand it straight ahead to, no, he keeps it. Gold keeps it, and to the near side. Good fake. Faked me out. He gets out to the 38. Messersmith and Wetzel on the stop. He gains about 8 to the 39. It's going to be 3rd down and 1 from there for Dallastown.
3rd down for Dallastown.
Yeah, looking at the down marker, it's a 3rd and a couple inches here.
Connor Green comes in and goes back off. Jake Garrity is out there. Owen Davis.
Haven't called Messersmith's name as much this week on defense. Dallastown doing a great job of forcing him to run sideline to sideline and make plays.
Garrity, the lone back now, double tight end set, and they give it to Garrity, and the big fullback powers it forward to the 42-yard line, and he gets 3, only needed 1. So Garrity with 3 yards and a first down for the Dallastown Wildcats, beginning to grind it out a bit now with 1:47 left in the Maple Donuts third, and they lead it 7-0.
Really want to see how this Bulldog team responds right here on this drive on defense and also on offense. Because you got to think that they got to be hurting a little bit. Their pride after getting stopped twice on offense.
1st and 10 at the Wildcats 42 now. Gold out of the gun. He's going to throw. Fires it deep down the far sideline for McMillan. Well guarded by Canes, and Terry Canes got the left hand up to knock it away at the last minute. Good defense by Terry Canes, step for step with Juwan McMillan, and it's 2nd and 10.
Sometimes you'll see those corners in great position, but don't play the ball there. Terry Canes, a great wide receiver. He's got great ball skills. Good job keeping good position, good technique, and playing the ball with his hands, knocking it down on defense.
So 2nd and 10 at the 42. 1:23 left in the Maple Donuts third. And out over the center, the ball, the center, Jordan Burns, the senior. Gold out of the gun, backs in the eye behind him. They run the option, pitches it at the last minute to Marks. Marks cuts upfield, got by the first guy, but then is popped by Cayley at the 45-yard line. And it's going to be a gain of about 2, and it's going to be 3rd and 6 from there. The ball at the 45.
Cayley's a physical football player. I like watching him at the fullback position as well. He keeps his shoulders squares, and he takes on those linebackers head on. Helps Cadence Thomas break it on offense. You see him at the linebacker position making plays.
Ball just on the Wildcat logo at the 45 was a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7 now. Gold takes the snap. Looking under some pressure, fires it deep down the middle for Jensen. Jensen goes up and makes the catch. Jake Jensen with his 2nd tremendous catch tonight. Went up between defenders, falling down backwards, hauls it down at the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 32 yards and a first down for the Dallastown Wildcats.
Look at the kinesthetic ability out of Jansen. Climbs the ladder and comes down with it. Great play for this Wildcat offense.
Kinesthetic. I'm impressed.
Learned that one in college.
Oh, okay. I'll have to look it up when I get home. So 1st and 10, Dallastown at the 23-yard line. 24 seconds left in the third. Gold out of the gun. Hands it to Callahan. Callahan dragged down at the 20 by Kyle Narber. Gain of 3 for Dylan Callahan, and it's going to be 2nd down and 7 as they hit the Weckers Carpet Red Zone at the 20, and that is probably the last play of the third quarter as we're down to 5 seconds. We have played 3, Dallastown 7, West York nothing. The York Mitsubishi fourth quarter comes your way next after this timeout from your neighborhood family markets on the high school football game of the week presented by Wellspan Sports Medicine.
Has the recent road construction on Market Street or Route 30 in York bothered you? Well, it's for sure that it's bothered the steering and suspension on your vehicle. At Fink's Garage, we've been straightening cars out for nearly 90 years. Call and let us align your car. Fink's Garage, a Napa Auto Care Center. 717-854-5175. That's 717-854-5175. Remember, being broken down stinks. Let us repair your car at Fink's.
Hi, this is Dan Patrick. Join me weekday mornings at 9 on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Get into the ball game with great savings and great weekly specials at all your favorite neighborhood family markets. Use your Gold Card every time you shop, and you'll automatically receive your savings and rewards. And you'll get incredible deals on the new Best Yet brand products at Nell's, Saubles, Wetzel's, Chris's New Oxford, and Stauffer's Downingtown markets. So get into the game with some great savings at all your favorite neighborhood family markets. Always a hit and always a great catch.
Your county, your teams. Sports Radio 1350 WOIK. First in York, first in sports.
And welcome back to American Legion Field at Dallastown. Ron Rubin, Gareth Hissong with you on the high school football game of the week presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine. Starting the York Mitsubishi fourth quarter, Dallastown leading West York 7-0, and the Wildcats have a 2nd and 7 at the Bulldog 20, just about on the doorstep of the Wickers Carpet Red Zone.
West York defense is going to have to bow up and make a big stop here. Don't want Dallastown running away with this 7-point lead.
Gold takes the snap from the gun, drops the pass, pressure is on, steps away from it, is at the 25 now, is going to run, and is hit at the 25 and taken down by Alan Stauffer, and it's going to be out at the 26-yard line, it looks like, and it'll be a loss of about 5 or 6, and they'll mark it at the 26, loss of 6. So it's going to be 3rd down now, and about 12 for the 12 or 13 for Dallastown.
Good job by the secondary for the Bulldogs, staying on their guys. As you see Cade Gold run around in the backfield, and good pressure by defensive end senior Danny Myers.
Gold out of the gun now on 3rd and long, takes the snap, looking to throw, and a flag flies. They're going to run a little screen there to Dylan Callahan, but movement by Dallastown, so that'll move it back 5 more, and that will put it at about the 31-yard line. And from there, for Dallastown, it's going to be a 3rd down and about 18. Got to get it down near the 13-yard line for a 1st down.
Jake Garrity, the culprit on the illegal motion there for the Wildcats.
Owen Moore checks in now for Dallastown, and Jake Jensen as well. Connor Moore, I'm sorry. Between the two of them, they have 3, 4, 5, 9 catches tonight. Jensen's made a couple spectacular ones.
Yeah, let's get some more highlights on this reel. Keep throwing it up to Jensen.
Juwan McMillan to the near side, Jensen and Moore to the top of the formation. Garrity and Callahan flank Gold in the backfield. Low snap. Gold picks it up off the turf. Still has time now. Pressure comes, fires it toward the end zone, and it hits the ground among 2 white shirts and 2 blue shirts. Everybody had a shot at it. Nobody came down with it, and so it's going to be 4th down and about 18 for Dallastown at the West York 31. And Garrity's out there. He's the punter, so we may have a Fink's Garage punt here. And I'm sure West York is going to be alert for a fake, although it's 18 yards to go. But it's going to be tough for them to get much out of this. I'm sure if Garrity does punt, it'll angle it for the corner. 10:49 left. York Mitsubishi 4th, still 7-0 Dallastown. There's the snap, and Garrity kicking straight for the corner. And this one hits it about the 1, but gets into the end zone. So on the touchback, West York will have it 1st and 10 at their 20-yard line with 10:41 left in the York Mitsubishi 4th, and it's 7-0 Dallastown.
See if the Bulldogs keep that fast tempo, trying to keep the Wildcats defense on their heels, but this offense has to capitalize if they come knocking on that door this time.
Yeah, absolutely. So Tyler Falk and Cadence Thomas run onto the field here, join the huddle.
This is about the time the Bulldogs really get revved up. Takes them about a quarter to get warmed up.
Yeah. And Tyler Falk with the snap, pitches it to Thomas on the option. Thomas at the 20, and he is driven out of bounds at about the 21-yard line by William Riley. So Cadence Thomas picks up about 2, and it's going to be 2nd down and 8 from there. And the Bulldogs quickly to the line of scrimmage, 2nd and 8, their own 22-yard line. Falk in the shotgun, takes the snap, and he fires it. That ball may have been tipped. He was going for Baldwin, and a little pattern across the middle at about the 26. It looked like it may have been hit at the line, so it's incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down and 8. West York their own 22, 10:32 left in the York Mitsubishi 4th quarter, and Dallastown clinging to that 7-0 lead. It was an 8-yard touchdown pass to Jake Jensen from Cade Gold back in the 2nd quarter. Folk out of the gun. 3 wide receivers to the top, 1 to the near side as the Bulldogs go left to right. Folk in the pocket. Pocket collapses, gets away from a man. He's at the 25, now the 30, has a first down. 35 cuts to the outside, 40, midfield, and he is ridden out of bounds by William Riley at the 47-yard line of Dallastown. Has a 31-yard run for Tyler Folk, and he moves the chains and keeps the drive alive for the West York Bulldogs.
Big time play for this offense, exactly what they needed, and they need to keep this momentum going. They're going to get this fast-paced tempo again out of this West York offense, trying to keep the Wildcats on their heels.
Folk will go from under center. Kaylee's in front of Thomas. Canes to the top of the formation. Dorm to the near side, along with the tight end Dundee Odom. On first down, the handoff to Thomas. A lot of blue shirts in the backfield, and he does not get back to the line of scrimmage. He loses a yard. Connor Green and Jack Lair on the stop. Green is having a great defensive game for Dallastown.
He really is, and I like the attack from this West York offense, trying to get the ball to Thomas. We know he's a big-time back, and he can break it at any moment. See if they keep going to him here. Second down.
Folk under center, and they do. Give it to Thomas again. The defense is there in the backfield. He got away from one guy, but is dragged down at the 50. Again, Green through there first, and then Paulus, who's back in there. Robert Paulus, the big 290-pound defensive end, makes the stop. It's a loss of 2. It's going to be 3rd and 13 now for the West York Bulldogs.
Connor Green plays with great leverage. 225-pound senior really gets under the block, gets the penetration, and disrupts the play in the backfield and forces the Bulldogs to a 3rd and 13.
Ball right at just across the midfield stripe on the Dallastown side now. Big play for West York. They're down 7-0, 9:20 on a turning clock, and a flag flies. And I think West York maybe had too many guys out there in the huddle. Illegal substitution, yep. And they're going to move them back 5, so it's going to be 3rd down and 18 for West York. Continue to be haunted by penalties. They were confused about who is supposed to be out there now. Dundee Odom will leave the field, but 3rd and 18, the Bulldogs at their own 45 now.
6 penalties on the Bulldogs tonight. They continue to struggle in the penalty area.
So Tyler Folk have to try and pull another rabbit out of the hat. He's out of the gun. 3 wides near side, 1 to the top. Thomas in the backfield with him. Dallastown brings the blitz. And they run it to Canes on a reverse. Canes gets 1 block at the 50, cuts to the outside at the 45, and dives down to the Dallastown 43-yard line. So he picked up 12, and Paulus down again for Dallastown. He was hurt earlier. So a little reverse to Terry Canes and gets him 12, but they needed 18. And so we'll see what West York does here now. The ball at the Dallastown 44, and it's 4th down and 7. So we will see whether West York decides to go for this or punt it and try and pin Dallastown deep. Robert Paulus is down. We'll take a break while they look at him. 7-0 Dallastown, 8:52 left on the High School Football Game of the Week presented by Wellspan Sports Medicine.
Yorktown Roofing and Siding, locally owned and operated since 1992. The premier building materials distributor in Central PA. Distributors of roofing and siding, windows and doors, decking and railing, seamless gutter and gutter guard, and cabinets and vanities. Both wholesale and retail. Located at 261 Northeast Street in York. Online at YorktownRoofingandSiding.com or call 845-9447 or toll free at 1-800-457-3943.
Hi, this is Kevin Myers, head coach of the Dallastown Wildcats. You're listening to the High School Game of the Week presented by Wellspan Sports Medicine on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
And we're back here at Dallastown, American Legion Field, as Robert Paulus walks slowly off the field, but under his own power, so that's good, although I got to believe the second time now he's probably done for the night with 8:52 left. And we are looking like a Fink's Garage punt here as Joe King is in punt formation, although he's faked it before, takes the snap, and he's looking to run, and King is dragged down in the backfield. Jake Garrity there to make the play for Dallastown. King goes down, a 5-yard loss as Garrity came through, was not buying the punt at all, and King goes down with a loss of 5, and on downs, Dallastown takes over at midfield, and King is slow getting up.
Multiple times we've seen good execution on these fake punts from the Bulldogs so far in just 2 games this year. But Garrity, great job coming around from the other end, chasing down King, forcing a turnover.
Ball right at midfield. Dallastown takes over their 1st and 10 now as time becoming a factor. 8:40 left in the game. And a Browns Orchard and Farm Market scoreboard update. Eastern leading York Tech 13-6 in the fourth quarter, so the Spartans have a team there this year. Cumberland Valley 48, Central 6 in the fourth. And Mechanicsburg now taking the lead over Spring Grove 14-7 in the fourth. Get you a few more after this play. Gold out of the gun, 2 wide receivers each way. Callahan in the backfield with him. They give it to Callahan straight ahead, has a bit of a hole, and he stays on his feet at the 47 and is dragged down by Kyle Narber. He'll get the forward progress of 3, and it will be 2nd down and 7 at the Bulldog 47. Other scores: Dover leading Big Spring 22-15 in the third. Northeastern leading Suburban 18-14 in the third. Fairfield 21, James Buchanan nothing in the third. Cedar Cliff 35, Southwestern 7 in the third. That was one of the Mustangs I know we're hoping to win. Delone 26, Columbia 16 in the third. Hanover going for their second straight. They lead Kennerdale 34-0 in the third. Manheim Township's now taking a 14-12 lead over Redline in the third. Gold out of the gun, gives it off to Callahan off the right side, breaks tackles now, and rumbles inside the 40 to the 38. Danny Myers brings him down there, mark it at the 39, but it's a gain of 8 and a first down for Dallastown. And on that play, I got to say that I saw a lot of arm tackles, Gareth. I think the Bulldog defense is getting tired.
They do look tired. Play before that, you saw a battle of 2 bulls as Narber and Callahan going at it head-to-head. The play you just saw right there, Narber going with the arm tackle, you don't see that out of him too much.
Nope.
Looking exhausted on defense, this Bulldog squad.
1st and 10 at the Bulldog 39 now for the Wildcats. Susquehannock leading York Catholic 17-14 at the half. McCaskey over William Penn 14-6 in the second. They fired out to Jensen. A little quick toss out here, but Jake unable to go up and get that one at the 40, so it's incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10. Stops the clock. 7:29 remaining in the York Mitsubishi fourth quarter, and Dallastown still with that 7-0 lead.
Down 7 with 7 minutes 29 seconds left in the game. Clock is not the friend of West York Bulldogs right now. The way they've been working on offense, getting nothing done the last couple series. They need to bow up on defense if they're going to have a chance in this game.
You almost think the Bulldogs need like a big play turnover on this one, because I can't see them, although they've done it, but they're getting tired. It's tough to see them driving the distance against this Wildcat defense at this stage. So 2nd and 10, Gold out of the gun, fires it out to Callahan on the screen at the 35. Callahan hit and goes down, was hit by Stauffer and Narber, and he's down to the 31. It's a gain of 8. It's going to be 3rd and 2 from there.
Coach Kevin Myers said last week he had more confidence in his team because of how they were able to rotate guys and keep guys fresh and play full 4 quarters of football. Looks like they're doing that again here tonight. Wearing out the Bulldogs.
Out of the gun, fake it to Callahan. They get it to Jensen on the flanker, and Jensen breaks the tackle, and he's bumped out of bounds, but he has a first down to the 22-yard line, and that's going to be a gain of 7, or maybe they'll mark it at the 23, and they will. It's a gain of 6, but in either case, it is a first down for the Dallastown Wildcats. Jensen's 6th catch of the night, and they move the chains.
Really seen more consistency on both sides of the ball from this Wildcat team in this entire game, and you're seeing it again on this drive on offense.
Gold working out of the shotgun with 4 wide receivers. He gives it to Marks up the middle. Marks tackled from behind by Sam Sterner, and Marks gets down to the 21, gain of 2. It's going to be 2nd and 8 from there. But 6:34 left in the game. The clock ticks. Dallastown up by a touchdown. They score here, and it's going to be a big, big hole for the Bulldogs. Marks comes out. Callahan in now. Wildcats break the huddle. Clock at 6:20. 2nd and 8 at the West York 21-yard line. Gold out of the gun with 4 wides. Callahan in the backfield with him, and they give it to Callahan straight ahead. He is hit at the line and driven down backwards. There's Alan Stauffer, Sam Sterner there, and Logan Laux, the big guy in the middle. They stack him up and bring him down at the line of scrimmage, and it's no gain for Callahan. It's going to be 3rd down and 8 for Dallastown.
As we notice this lack of energy in this Bulldog defense, what will help them get that back is dialing up more pressures, as you see right there, bringing that blitz, get some more momentum back for this defense.
Juwan McMillan to the top of the formation. Jake Jensen to the near side. The tight end is to the near side. Gold is flanked by 2 backs. out of the shotgun. Takes the snap, he looks to throw. Fires it for McMillan in the end zone. Canes is there, and McMillan unable to bring it in. I don't think Canes got a hand on that. McMillan almost looked like he may have lost it for a moment. Maybe Canes got a hand in front of it. But it's incomplete in the end zone. A flag now in the backfield, and Dallastown is cheering. So I'm not sure what happened there. There's a flag on. Is there not a flag on the field? Yeah, there is. And it's against West York, and it's a big one. It's roughing the passer, personal foul. Wow. It was 4th down. Now it is 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line. Huge penalty. Again, we talked about it last week. West York hurting themselves with penalties. And boy, none bigger there as they had Dallastown on a 4th and 8 with 5:25 left now. 1st and 10 at the 11 in the Weckers Carpet red zone.
And unfortunately for West York, not only is it the frequency of the penalties, but they seem to come at the most inopportune times.
Yeah. Connor Moore to the near side. Jensen to the top. And Garrity in the backfield. They give it to Marks behind Garrity. Marks gets through the first line of defense. Kyle Narber grabs him and pulls him backward. He got to the 8. It's a gain of 3 for Marks, and it's 2nd and 7 from there for Dallastown. But 5:10 remaining, and if the Wildcats, as I said, get in the end zone here, they can just about put this one away.
2 plays ago, we saw that fade in the back of the end zone. Dallastown really is going to like that matchup week in and week out when you got number 11, Jawan McMillan, 6'5", 190-pound senior. That's a nice mismatch. There's the most corners in this league.
He comes to the near side, does McMillan. Jensen to the top. And Gold under center. The back's in the eye behind him. Takes the snap, and they give it to Garrity, the fullback, and straight ahead goes Jake down to about the 5-yard line as he pulls forward. Mason Bursick on the stop. It's a gain of about 3. Got to be 3rd and about 4 from there, and we have a timeout taken now by West York as they need to stop this clock.
Clock sits at 4:25 left in this ball game. West York needs to make a big stop here and try to get on the board. They're going to come out on top in this ball game.
That's their first timeout of the second half, so they have 2 remaining. And while they talk it over, we'll catch a few scores here for you. 4th quarter now, Eastern 13, York Tech 6, Cumberland Valley 48, Central 6 in the 4th. Susquehanna 24-14 over York Catholic in the 4th. Dover 29, Big Spring 22 in the 3rd. Northeastern 18, Suburban 17 in the 3rd. That's a good one. Again, next week we will be at Suburban as they host Spring Grove. Cedar Cliff 42-7 over Southwestern in the 3rd. Malone 32, Columbia 16 in the 3rd. And now Eastern has scored. They up their lead to 19-6 over York Tech. Hanover 34, Kennerdale 6 in the 3rd as the Nighthawks go for 2-0. Manheim Township has taken a 14-12 lead over Red Lion in the 3rd. And McCaskey leading William Penn 14-6 in the 2nd. That is your Browns, Orchards, and Farm Market scoreboard update. All right, 3rd and 4 from the 5. Gold rolling to his right and under pressure and sacked by Anthony Cayley back at the 15-yard line as Cayley came busting through from his linebacker spot. It's a loss of 10, and so that is going to leave Dallastown with a 4th down now and about 14. And I would assume they'll go well in trying a field goal. And on to attempt the field goal now is Drake Pugh. He missed a 23-yarder in the first half. This will be about a 32-yard attempt from the 22-yard line. It would make it a 2-score game with just 3:53 and counting left. Brent Smith, the holder. And Kevin Myers may take a timeout here and let this clock run down as far as he can, and that is in fact what he does. So he takes the timeout. Dallastown has 1 remaining, but 3:38 on the clock.
We saw a blocked field goal attempt. First time Dallastown tried to kick a field goal. See if that's still in the back of the kicker's mind.
It was a bit of a bad snap on that one too, so we will see what they do. And West York needs to hope that a block, a miss, or something. Otherwise, 2-score game with 3.5 minutes left and no points on the board yet tonight. That's going to be a tough hole out of which to climb. So tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock, Wayne McCullough, Central PA game day, 1 hour for this week and next, then 2 hours. So tune in for the doctor and get the wrap-up of Friday night sports action Revolution still playing. They'll be on tomorrow as well with Darrell Henry. And Nittany Lions tomorrow hosting Buffalo at noon. We'll have reports all next week for you and what happens there as they try and rebound from the loss to Temple. And next Friday night we will be at Suburban as the Trojans host the Rockets of Spring Grove, so make sure you tune in for that one. And Drake Pugh to attempt the field goal now of 32 yards to make this a 2-score game. Snap is there, the set is down, kick is up, has the distance, and it is good. That one would have been good from about 40. And so Drake Pugh with the 32-yard field goal, 3:34 left, and Dallastown takes a 10-0 lead. This timeout courtesy of your neighborhood family markets on the high school football game of the week presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine on GameTimePA.com.
Need new flooring? Buy it at the store voted best in York and recommended by more of your friends, Weckers Flooring Center. Here's why. Weckers has far more flooring in their warehouse than any home center, with prices on remnants and rolls that no one can match. For hardwood that lasts a lifetime and laminate that's good for your family, Weckers is your store. Plus, Weckers has their own installation crews, so you feel good about them in your home. Right now, ask about free carpet installation. Trust Weckers Flooring Center off the Route 30 Hellam exit.
Hi, I'm West York football coach Jeremy Jones. You're listening to the high school football game of the week presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Well, 3:34 left. Dallastown up 10-0. Let's get a quick Yorktown roofing and scoring recap.
Wildcats go 9 plays, 35 yards, and finish the drive with a 32-yard field goal. Drake Pugh splits the uprights. With 3 minutes 34 seconds left, Dallastown leads 10-0 over West York.
And the Fast Signs kickoff goes to Casanova at the 7. Casanova looking to get to the far sideline, but he doesn't do it. Good special teams coverage that time for Dallastown, and I think the guy down there making the tackle was Avery Terrasso. And West York will start first and 10 at its own 19-yard line. So West York down 2 scores with just 3:28 left.
Most important on that last drive, only going 35 yards before they get 3 on the board, but Dallastown takes over 5 minutes off the clock.
A big roughing the passer penalty on 3rd and long gave him that first down. Folk out of the gun, fires, has Canes at the 30. Canes hit and dropped. Good defensive play by Jensen, but it is a gain of 13 and a first down for the West York Bulldogs at the 31. Canes' 3rd catch of the night. Here he now has 82 yards receiving. Folk out of the gun. The blitz comes. Bulldogs pick it up. Folk to Canes again at the 35, and Canes running for the sideline. Gets out of bounds ahead of Jensen at the 37. And that is a gain of 6, and it will be 2nd down and 4.
37.5.
Good execution on this 2-minute offense as they need to hurry down the field and try to get something on the board. Here they go from the 38-yard line.
Folk out of the gun again, takes the snap. Fires it to Baldwin. Baldwin at the 40, and Baldwin is rolled down at the 41 by William Riley. Short of the first down, gained about 5, and it's going to be, or gained about 4 rather. It's going to be 3rd down and about 1 for the West York Bulldogs at the 40, their own 41 now. Clock ticking, 2:57, 10-0 Dallastown. Folk takes the snap, rolls to his left, and fires it on the run as Baldwin again at the 48, and Baldwin to midfield is slammed backwards there by Garrity. That's a gain of 9, and it is a first down for the West York Bulldogs, so the clock will stop while they reset the chains.
Fortunately for this Bulldog offense, they're accustomed to going to that high-tempo, fast-paced offense.
Out of the gun again, Folk. Dallastown barely set on defense. Folk across the middle to Canes at the 45. Canes spins to the 41, dropped a yard short of the first down. It'll be 2nd down and 1 from there. Clock continues to tick. We're down to 2:29. They whistle the play in, and the Dallastown player is down. It is Jack Marks, so they're going to take a look at him. He's down on one knee here, so that gives the Bulldogs a little bit of a break and gets them set to allow to set the play here at 2nd and 1 at the Dallastown 41. 2:25 left. We've seen the Bulldogs move it tonight, Gareth, but I guess can't put it in the end zone.
Tyler Folk doing a great job on this 2-minute execution. He's going to have to keep getting that ball out quick. We've seen the game Connor Green has had. There's a lot of pressure coming from just that front 4. And if they dial up some pressures, watch out for Jake Garrity coming from that middle linebacker spot.
Yeah. It's like Jack Marks may have a cramp in the right calf, so they're working on that. Hopefully that's all it is. They hurt like the Dickens, but can work them out. Let's get a scoreboard update from Brown's Orchards and Farm Market while we have a moment. Eastern 19, York Tech 6. That's in the fourth as Marks is up and will come off the field. That's good news. Spring Grove 17, Mechanicsburg 14. Good game for the Rockets. Susky up on York Catholic 24-14. Northeastern 24, Suburban 17 now in a back and forth affair. Fourth quarter now, Manheim Township up on red line 14-12. Here it's 2nd and 1. West York at the Dallastown 41. Clock winds 2:24. Folk out of the gun. Takes the snap. Pressure comes. He fires it deep down the far sideline looking for Canes, who can't run under it. Good coverage by Jensen. It's incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down and 1 now for the Bulldogs at the Wildcat 41-yard line. Cedar Cliff still big over Southwestern 42-7 in the fourth. Dover and Big Spring tied at 29 in the fourth. That's a good one. And Delone over Columbia 32-16. Hanover 34. Kennedale 6 in the third. And that's your scoreboard update from Brown's Orchards and Farm Markets. 3rd and 1 at the 41 of Dallastown. Folk out of the gun. Pressure comes. Tries to get away from it. Does step away, and he's going to run and get the first down. Jensen drives him out of bounds at the 36-yard line. So Tyler Folk scrambling for the first down and also did get out of bounds to stop the clock. 1st and 10 for West York at the Wildcat 36.
That dog blitz coming from this Wildcat defense, bringing both middle linebackers up the gut. Tyler Folk able to scramble for the first down.
He didn't get out of bounds, so they did wind the clock. Folk fires it, and it's batted at the line. Batted at the line there by, I believe, by big number 78, was it? Garrett Kerr. So it's incomplete, and it's going to be 2nd down and 10 at the Wildcat 36. 1:57 on the York Mitsubishi fourth quarter clock. Folk out of the gun. Fires it quickly out to Canes. Canes tries to make a move and tries then to get out of bounds and does down at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Well, they say wind the clock. Looked like he was out of bounds. So Canes picks up 4. It's 3rd and 6, and the clock's running. No, it isn't. I thought he got out of bounds. The referee signaled to run the clock, but it's not. I thought he was out. It's 3rd and 6. Now they run the clock. All right, Folk puts Canes in motion. And Folk steps away from pressure, and he still runs to 30, and Folk is brought down short of the sticks, about a yard shy. Nifty little run, but the clock is going to run, and that is West York's enemy at the moment, Dallastown's ally. It's 4th down and about a yard. And quickly the Bulldogs line up down to 1:20 in the game, and timeout taken by Dallastown. That's the Wildcats' last. With 1:19 left, it's 4th and a yard. The ball is at the Wildcat 30 or the 27-yard line, and Dallastown leads by 10.
Interesting to see what they do on defense here. That last play, only bringing 4 guys, that front 4, able to get pressure on Tyler Folk very quickly. He's able to be resourceful with his feet and scramble for a first down. See what he can muster up here on this 4th and must to keep this game going.
Keep any hope alive for West York. They've got to convert here. So we'll see if they can do it. And time is really against them. Only 89 ticks of the clock, or 79 ticks of the clock left. So if they convert here, they're going to have to shoot for the end zone, score, and then of course the onside kick. So we will see. The Dallastown defense just needs to do it really on this play, and that will be it.
We've seen a mix of guys getting pressure, beating the offensive line like a drum. These Bulldogs. Yeah. We've seen Bryce Register, nice swim move, plays with low leverage, gets up the field. Connor Green, he's got great hands, can beat any offensive lineman.
Here we go, 4th and 1 at the Dallastown 27. Folk drops the pass, fires it toward the end zone for Baldwin, and he is not going to get there. He was looking maybe for a call, but that ball was well short. It is incomplete, and there was a little contact, but no call, and it is Dallastown ball, 1st and 10 at their own 27. And West York can stop it twice with timeouts, but Dallastown really just about able to run this thing out. Ramel Baldwin went straight down the field that time, And the defense for Dallastown came from Max Tyrell, and Baldwin turned back to try and look for the ball and sort of make a move toward it, and Tyrell kind of interfered a bit, but that ball was well short, and I think the official felt there was no shot to make the catch.
Really haven't seen much momentum for this West York team in this second half, especially in the fourth quarter. They came out and moved the ball as soon as we started the second half, but after that, not much doing on either side of the ball. Dallastown able to have their way.
And the Wildcats come out over the football now with 1:15 left. They're up 10, and Gold takes the ball and gives it to the up back. That's Callahan. He gets a yard, and that's it. It's going to be 2nd down and 9 from there, but really what matters is the clock, and Jeremy Jones is out on the field now. The clock is stopped now, 1:03 remaining. West York 1 timeout remaining. So Jeremy's going to come out and talk to his defense, which played pretty well most of this night. They're only giving up 10 points. Those are the offense that just couldn't get the job done tonight.
I think you'll see that earlier in the season. Had a hot night. It was muggy out here. Guys are going to be a little bit more tired once you get to the third and fourth quarters, and you just saw this Bulldog defense really get worn out. Dallastown doing a great job on the offensive front tonight.
Yeah, they sure were. So if things hold up, Dallastown will go to 2-0 in the young season. West York will fall to 0-2. 2 tough losses, a last-minute loss to Central at home last week, and then this one maybe 10-0 to Dallastown. So tough start, and they go to Red Lion, or they play Red Lion next week. I'm not sure where that is, but Red Lion was losing 14-12 to Manheim Township last chance we had to look. But that's not an easy game.
No, it's not. And we have tonight, you see West York really unfortunate because they have the playmakers and they leave some players on the field, and again 7-8 penalties, hurting themselves. 2nd and 9 now, and Gold takes the snap and hands it straight ahead again to Callahan, who gets across the 30. Picks out up about 2, and the Bulldogs take their final timeout now with 56 seconds remaining. So it's going to be 3rd down and about 7. The ball just across the 30. They need to get to the 37. And so now Dallastown can run a play here. Then there's 25 seconds on the play clock. So if they don't get a 1st down, they probably will have to punt it. But this one just about in the books. Yeah, impressive showing from this Dallastown team. Really just saw a lot more energy out of them this second half. And
well, that may have been that rotation that Kevin Myers talked about. Maybe they were a little fresher. West York, a lot of their guys, out there on pretty much every down. So on 3rd down and 7 now, the ball just across the Wildcat 30, but the key number 56, those are the number of seconds on the clock, and West York now out of timeouts. Gold working out of the gun. Oh, and a Bulldog shot across there early. It was Sam Sterner from his defensive end spot right between Ben Faree, the tackle, and Garrett Kerr, the guard. So that's going to be 5 yards, and it's going to make it 3rd down now and a long one. Ball near the 36. Well, West York trying to make a play there, obviously, and anticipating the snap count. So 3rd and short now as Dallastown runs a Gold into the huddle there along with Avery Tarrasso, who will line up at tight end. McMillan and Jensen are split, but you think they're going to run it here. And here's the snap. Gold is going to keep it, and I don't know that he got the 1st down. He didn't move forward much, and where the side judge is coming in, he is going to be short, I think. Now there's a timeout, and we have a West York player down holding his, looks like his left knee, and I hate to see that. Timeout is taken. Still haven't seen where they spot the football. They spot it at really about the 36, so no gain. It's going to be 4th down, but of more immediate concern is the Bulldog who was down on the field there. I was not able to catch the number of that young man. So they will take a look at him, and Dallastown will come to the side. They're bringing the chains out to measure. And they are short by about 4 inches. So it will be 4th down and very short. 47 seconds left. So they'll have to run another play, and it is Mason Bursick who is down, and he is helped to his feet and going to get helped off by a couple of his teammates. So hopefully that is nothing serious either. It's hard to say. Mason played a good game defensively tonight, got some offensive plays at fullback as well. Hard-working senior for Jeremy Jones and crew. It's the left leg. He's not putting any weight on it right now, so hopefully nothing serious for Mason. So 4th down and a yard, maybe less than a yard, actually about 6 inches, and Dallastown will come out. Only 47 seconds left. Now the clock will run once they set it for play. So they can run it down to about 25 seconds remaining before they snap it. And looks like Garrity's going to punt, so he's in position for a Fink's Garage punt here. And I think they'll let it run for a while. And Canes is back, but just 35 seconds left. And Kevin Myers letting the clock wind down. They don't have Dallastown, I don't believe, has timeouts left either. And we're down to 22, and that's going to be a delay of game penalty against Dallastown, but that's okay. They wanted to run it down. So only 22 seconds left. Now Garrity will punt it on 4th down and 6, so we'll have our Fink's Garage punt. But, short of the true miracle here, Dallastown will move to 2-0 on the year, and West York dropped to 0-2.
Still for West York, some takeaways from this game is you made some big plays, you left some plays on the field, still hurting yourself with penalties.
Yep. Garrity punts it away against pressure. High kick and hits at about the 48 of West York, takes a bulldog bounce right to the 50 where it is down for Dallastown. And special teams play made there by Nate Downey. And so West York will take over with just 13 seconds left at midfield, and this one pretty much in the books here with just 13 seconds left and Dallastown up by 10. So the Wildcats will get off to the good start. Wins over Lancaster Catholic on the road and West York here at home. And the Bulldogs, tough loss to Central last week and another tough one to Dallastown tonight. Folk will go from the gun. He'll fire toward the end zone, one would think. 4 wide receivers, 2 each way. And Narber in motion away from us. Here's the snap. Folk in the pocket. Pressure comes, and he is going to go down in the arms of Jordan Burns and Bryce Register. So it ends on a sack, and that will be the end of the football game. Your final score, Dallastown 10 and West York nothing. And our Stony Brook Family Restaurant post-game show comes your way next here as the fans celebrate in Dallastown. The Wildcats win at 10-0. This timeout courtesy of your neighborhood family markets on the high school football game of the week presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine on GameTimePA.com.
Stony Brook Family Restaurant, located at 3560 East Market Street in York, is open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner from 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. Completely remodeled, Stony Brook is the home of good food and hospitality at reasonable prices. Proudly serving the York area for over 30 years, Stony Brook is family-owned and now also serves beer and wine. For home cooking, homemade soup, steaks, seafood, our famous roasted chicken, or just about anything, visit Stony Brook Family Restaurant, 3560 East Market Street in York. Kochman & Kunkel Insurance Group, part of the Keystone Insurers Group, can save you 15 to 50% for just 15 minutes of your time. We customize plans for your needs and find you the best rate and protection. Discounts for good driver, good student, homeowners, renters, and multiple policies. Plus health, life, and all types of business insurance. Locally owned by Rudy and Pam Kochman, 3217 East Market Street, York. Call 854-0300 or online at KIGYork.com. Kochman & Kunkel Insurance Group, a proud supporter of local high school sports.
Maple Donuts knows that there comes a point in every kid's summer when the feeling of unfettered freedom begins to fold up faster than a picnic blanket at the first drop of an unexpected summer storm. Charlie and his Maple Donuts team understand that all too soon, lazy mornings on the sofa, splashing in the pool, and weeknight sleepovers will be replaced by bus stops, backpacks, and morning announcements. But Maple Donuts says there's a bright side to the first day of school, kids. Because when you stumble into the kitchen that first morning, chances are you'll be greeted by Mom, enjoying her cup of Maple Donuts' famous coffee and sitting next to a back-to-school tradition, a box of Maple Donuts. And somewhere buried in that box, hand-picked by Mom from Maple Donuts' 58 varieties, you may find that, yes, summer is over, but another school year may not be so bad after all. So for every kid coming to grips with going back to school, we say thanks, Mom. And thank you, Maple Donuts.
Maple Donuts taste right.
Your teams all the time. York's only place for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
And we're back at American Legion Field in Dallastown, where the Wildcats come away with a hard-fought 10-0 win over the Bulldogs of West York. Wildcats move to 2-0 on the season. In time now for our Yorktown Roofing and Siding scoring recap from tonight's game. Gareth Hissong will have it for you.
Not a whole lot of scoring tonight. Scoreboard was not lit up. On the fourth possession for Dallastown, second quarter, they drive the ball 45 yards in 8 plays, 3 minutes, 28 seconds. Finish the drive with an 8-yard touchdown pass. Cade Gold connects with wide receiver Jake Jansen. That was Jansen's first touchdown catch of the season and Cade Gold's second touchdown throw of the season. And with 26 seconds left in the first half, Dallastown took the lead 7, West York 0. On the third possession of the second half, Dallastown lights the scoreboard up again with a 35-yard drive in 9 plays, and they finish with a 32-yard Drake Pugh field goal with 3 minutes and 34 seconds left in the ball game. Dallastown went up 10, West York 0. And that's our final score, Dallastown 10, West York 0.
All right, and this is the the Stony Brook Family Restaurant post-game show, and those scoring recap brought to you by Yorktown Roofing and Siding. We're going to take a break and back with our Shipley Energy post-game stats after this on the high school football game of the week, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine on GameTimePA.com.
Did you know that Shipley Energy can take care of all your energy needs? From heating oil and propane to providing your home with electricity and natural gas. We also provide heating and air conditioning service and installation. All of your energy needs are under one roof at Shipley Energy. To learn more, visit ShipleyEnergy.com. Call 855-4-SHIPLEY and don't forget to ask about our $100 rebate. Shipley Energy. Energy for life.
It's time again for York Mitsubishi's fall sales event, featuring 0% financing for 72 months and a $500 rebate on all 2015 Outlander Sports and Lancers, or try the 2015 Mirage DE, the best price car in America today that gets up to 44 miles per gallon for only $11,995. And finally, the all-new 2016 Outlander 4-wheel drive with standard 7-passenger seating. All Outlanders, Outlander Sports, Lancers, and Mirages get our famous 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Stop by York Mitsubishi and see what we can do for you.
Excludes Evo, Rallyart, and iMe.
Payne doesn't take Sunday off. Neither do we. We're open weekdays 8 to 8 and weekends 9 to 6. Just walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics, 2319 South George Street in York, across from the Apple Hill Health Campus. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today.
First in York, first in sports. Sports Radio 1350, WOYK.
And back at American Legion Field here in Dallastown, Ron Rubin, Gareth Hissong with you. Dallastown defeating West York 10-0 tonight here on the Stony Brook Family Restaurant post-game show. Our Shipley Energy post-game stats now for the Bulldogs of West York. Cadence Thomas, 18 carries, 47 yards, though. They bottled him up pretty well. His longest run tonight was 17. Kyle Narber carried it 2 times for 9 yards. Tyler Folk, the quarterback, 17 carries, 75 yards for Tyler Folk tonight. Mason Bursick, 1 carry, no yards. That was on 4th down at the goal line. He couldn't get it in. Joe King, 2 carries for -6. Anthony Cayley, 1 for 16. Terry Canes, 1 for 6. Bulldogs, 42 rushes, 147 yards on the ground tonight. Tyler Folk through the air, 10 of 17 for 154 yards. Terry Canes, the leading receiver, 6 catches for 101 yards tonight. Dante Dorm had 1 catch for 11 yards. And Ramel Baldwin, 3 catches for 42 yards. The Bulldogs 301 total yards of offense tonight, but no points as the Dallastown Wildcat Band performs for the fans here in the post-game show. For the victorious Wildcats, Zion Devons, 2 carries, -18 tonight. One of those a 17-yard loss after a fumbled pitch. Dylan Callahan, 9 carries, 84 yards, including a big 61-yard run. Cade Gold, 13 carries, negative 24 net. Several sacks involved there. Connor Green, 1 carry for 4 yards. Jack Marks, 8 for 19. Jake Garrity, 3 for 7. And Edgar Centeno, 3 for 12. 39 rushes, 74 yards for the Wildcats tonight. Through the air, Cade Gold, 13 of 22, 143 yards, 1 touchdown, that an 8-yarder to Jake Jansen, who was the leading receiver. He had 5 catches for 80 yards tonight, 2 of them of the spectacular variety, and then that 8-yard touchdown. Jawan McMillan had 1 catch for 14 yards. Dylan Callahan, 1 for 8. Anthony Garcia, 1 for 6. And Connor Moore, 4 catches for 33 yards tonight. The Wildcats, 217 total yards. Not a whole lot of yards, but they come away with a 10-0 win. That is our final stats, brought to you by Shipley Energy. Take our final break, come back with our Griffith, Strickler, Lehrman, Solomon, and Calkins player of the game and the York Traditions Bank post-game scoreboard. After this, Dallastown 10, West York nothing on the high school football game of the week presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine here on GameTimePA.com.
Providing quality services efficiently and in a timely manner to its clients is the mission of the law firm of Griffith, Strickler, Lerman, Solomon, and Calkins. GSLSC is equipped to handle any real estate transactions, leases, residential and commercial real estate settlements, zoning issues, and all matters involving municipalities. They are also experienced in the formation and operation of family real estate ventures that are tax sensitive to the needs of the investors. Griffith, Strickler, Lerman, Solomon, and Calkins is an approved title insurance agency and can provide you with title insurance and legal representation at one low cost when buying a home or investment property. Don't risk any real estate settlement without an experienced real estate attorney from the law firm of Griffith, Strickler, Lerman, Solomon, and Calkins at your side. Phone 717-757-7602. They've been handling residential and commercial real estate matters in South Central Pennsylvania for more than 50 years. With mortgage interest rates at an all-time low, now is the time to buy or refinance. Phone 717-757-7602 today or visit their website, gslsc.com.
My name is Bob Innerst. I've been a York Traditions Bank customer since 2008. One of the things that I like about York Traditions Bank is that I know everyone is right here in the York area and everybody's local and the decisions are made, right here at the bank. So I feel very comfortable if I need a loan or if I have a question about anything, I'm going to get the answer from the people right here. Because we live here too means that they share a lot of the same concerns that I do. I know that they give back to the local community. It really makes a difference. They're invested here, and that's important to me. I now tend to measure other businesses that I deal with the level of service that I get at York Traditions Bank. I feel that York Traditions Bank never takes my business for granted. I highly recommend York Traditions Bank to anyone.
Transition to traditions today. York Traditions Bank. Member FDIC. Equal Opportunity Lender.
Your county, your teams. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
And as we continue in the Stony Brook Family Restaurant postgame show, the Dallastown Wildcat Band performing for the fans here. And a happy group it is as they defeat West York 10-0 to go to 2-0 here in the early season. With the band in the background, Gareth Hissong will give us our Griffith, Strickler, Lehrman, Solomon, and Calkins player of the game.
The Dallastown Wildcats playmaker on the perimeter. He's a senior, number 1, Jake Jansen. 5'10", 190-pound wide receiver, 5 catches, 80 yards tonight, and 1 touchdown. He had 2 miraculous catches, one on a crucial third down where he pinned the ball with one hand to his shoulder pad to get the first down, and on the ensuing play, hauled in an 8-yard touchdown catch. And the other catch, he climbed the ladder for a big-time gain. It was a 32-yard catch, pulled it down, kept the drive alive, and helped boost this Dallastown team to a victory.
All right, Jake Jensen, our Griffith, Strickler, Lehrman, Solomon, and Calkins player of the game tonight in a 10-0 Dallastown win over the West York Bulldogs. And time now for our York Traditions Bank post-game scoreboard show. Some of the other action featuring York Adams League teams tonight. And Central York Panthers, a big loss tonight as Cumberland Valley comes in and really puts it to them. So Cumberland Valley Eagles, 2 impressive wins over York Adams League teams in the last 2 weeks. 26-0 last week, or 33-0 I think over Spring Grove. Tonight they defeat Central 48-6. Eastern defeats York Tech 19-12, but a good game. Spring Grove breaks even on the season. They defeat Mechanicsburg 17-14. Next week we'll have the Rockets at the York Suburban Trojans. Gettysburg wins over New Oxford 21-14. It was Boiling Springs over Reunion 21-0. Waynesboro defeats Biglerville 14-13. Cedar Cliff all over Southwestern. A game that had a lot of hype and a surprising outcome as the Colts defeat the Mustangs 42-14 in the Mustang Corral. Fairfield over James Buchanan 34-6. Greencastle defeats Littlestown 51-13. Susquehannock into the win column. Jake Wiles' first win there as Susquehannock defeats York Catholic 24-14. Northeastern leading Suburban 31-17 in the fourth quarter. A tight one at Horn Field. Red Lion leading Manheim Township 15-14. That is in the fourth. In the fourth, it is McCaskey over William Penn 28-12. Delone leading Columbia 39-16 in the fourth. Big Spring has come back to take a 1-point lead over Dover 36-35 in the fourth. Hanover leading Cannondale 34-14 in the fourth. And Carlisle 40, Redland 36 in the third. And that is your Traditions Bank post-game scoreboard show. Tomorrow morning, Wayne McCullough will wrap it all up for you on Central PA Game Day at 9. Make sure you join the doctor for that. Next week, we will be at Suburban as the Trojans host the Rockets of Spring Grove. So that's going to do it for us. For Jamie Evans on the video for Game Time, my partner Gareth Hissong, I'm Ron Ruman. Thanks for listening, folks, and you have a good night.
Thank you for listening to WOYK's High School Football Game of the Week, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine, the official healthcare and sports medicine provider of the York Revolution, bringing you the best of the York Adams League every Friday night. High school football plays here on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. Listen on the go with the WOYK mobile apps and online at WOYK1350.com. And make sure to tune in every Saturday morning at 9 for Central PA Game Day with the coach Wayne McCullough, featuring the High School Football Scoreboard Show and live interviews with the players and coaches. And get your football weekend started early. Every Thursday at 4 p.m., it's Game Day with Game Time PA, previewing the weekend's biggest games. Your home for local sports is Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports. Now, back to NBC Sports Radio on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.